Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the spoilers for the upcoming week, which is the week of the 18th. Easy to remember because my birthday's on Tuesday. 18th of August, 2025. So I'll just go over some quick spoilers on what's happening, what kingdom it is, what events we have. Basically, there's just the calendar while you watch some epic trial auto battle. And then, while I set up the stream, yada yada, we'll get into Guild Wars Day 3. So far, we're undefeated. I need to quit saying that, though. I need to shh, hush. Don't talk about it. You'll scare it away. You know? I don't want to scare it away. But so far, you know, doing good. We won yesterday. The guild we faced was a good guild, but they only had 25 people. So I put it in my guild chat. I'm like, hey, let's all just go. I don't care what your score is. Just score. Because we'll have 2 extra scores on top of their 25. Because, you know, top 27 get counted. And that's what we did, it looks like. We ended up winning by 1,600. Which is like 2 people worth of points. Exactly, like if they had 27, it would have been very close. So, took advantage of that. Doesn't matter, who cares, we still win. All good. So, good strat by us. Just, I don't know if it was even a strat. I'm just saying, if everybody just goes, we're probably going to win. So, that's what happened. So, good, we won. But, yeah, let me set up the stream and all that business. We'll do the spoilers. So, while that happens, I'm going to run auto battles in the Epic Trials of Keytar. Trials. So far, it looks like you could get it done via auto battling. I have a thumbnail and everything, but give me a sec. Here we go. Alright, setting her up. Diet spoilers. Guild Wars Day 3. Undefeated so far. Shh, don't scare it away, dummy. Alright, copy. Pasty. Thumbnail. This one. Day 3. Quilt Zalma. Gems of War live stream. Gems of War. Done. No, I'm not AI. Even though auto battles are happening on the screen, that's not what they mean. They mean, are there any auto-generated images or voices? That's what they mean, I think. Gems of War. Guild Wars. Gems of War. New Guild Wars. Gems of War. Suncrest? Gems of War Invasion? Gems of War spoilers? I don't know. Who cares, right? None of this crap works. Just banging my head against the wall, you know the deal. You gotta have a very calloused, scarred up, conditioned head for YouTube. If you're gonna bash your head against the wall. Let's jump into the chat, see if anybody's here yet. It is Saturday, maybe we're sleeping in, I don't know. I'm waiting for somebody to come to the house, so I'm gonna have to take a quick mute in a little bit. But shouldn't be too long, you know. Also, while we do the spoilers and watch the epic trials and set up the stream, that allows more people to get here to watch the Guild Wars. Hit the like, turn in your ticket to the train, let's go. Trey with the 5, thank you so much. Starting it off good. Yesterday we backed the train back into the garage and farted on ourselves. Today we're inching it back out, turtling it. You know, we like to go in and out. I mean, who doesn't? Just go in and out, in and out. You know, like the train going through the tunnel thing. In and out. Putting a hot dog in a bun. You know what I mean? We like that. We like to edge it a little bit. So, why not? Morning, Trey. Was just watching yesterday's stream. You'll finish it later, though? Okay. No time for sleep. You're gymming it up. Gymming it up as in, you know, lifting weights, probably. Or not gymming like G-E-M, but probably both. You gym it up in multiple ways, don't you? Okay. So I hit the like. I'm in the chat. I put it on live chat. Trey with the 5. Putting me in a good mood. I have a text. Hold on. It's probably wifey. Okay, got it. Come on. There we go. Is that muted? Yes. Is this muted? Yes. Alright, finishing up here. Okay, Gems of War is the game. Let's copy the tags and put them in the description. I don't know if that does anything, but who cares? Paste. Save. Alright, I think I'm ready. Ready to go. What up, Jets? How's it going? Doing some weights? Get some curls? Some bench pressing? I know the words. All I do is push-ups, so I don't know anything. Sometimes I add some curls in, sometimes I do some cardio. I've been doing it lately, though. You know, it's better than nothing, I guess. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm like in the transition phase of getting my muscles used to doing stuff again. So, just... I know no one cares on here, but... doing something, I guess. Okay. Rear delts, alright. Those are good. I wish mine... It's a good spot. Okay, anyway, let's go. Spoilers. August. The week of the 18th. So, next week we have a Volpacchia week. You're like, that's not how you pronounce it, dude. And I'm like, I don't care, I know. I don't care. Volpacchia. Volpacchia week, one of the newer kingdoms out there. So it needs more troops, probably. It needs more power level. It needs more, yeah. So good to see it. Volpacchia next week. Which means Volpacchia Underspire, Epic Trials, Weapons in the Soul Forge, Event Key Drop Table. The guild event is Tower of Doom, your favorite. Your favorite, you know, and based on the community survey, it was one of the least favorites. Tower of Doom. I think it's just confusing and people don't understand. They don't get it that you don't want to get boons. It's weird that they track something that's not a good thing for real, so people try to get a bunch of it when you don't really need a bunch of it unless you are the scout. So, kind of strange and confusing, right? But if you come to my streams, I'll tell you how to play it. Tower of Doom next week. Court of Foxes is on Tuesday for the faction event. Which is weird because it's Court of Foxes on Tuesday and then Court of Foxes on the weekend. So when you watch my Tuesday live stream, you can use the same teams for the weekend event. So you might want to come to the Tuesday live stream for once, because then you'll save yourself time on the weekend. You can just do both with the same team. Same pure faction team, same high, mid, low teams. I'll probably try to switch it up and do different teams, but you could. You know what I mean? I'll show you the ones on Tuesday, and you can use them on the weekend, whether I show different teams or not. Wednesday, we have that leaf-looking fox thing with the branches coming out of its noggin. Pet. Thursday, we have Spirit Walker Talker Caller. Friday, we have the faction expansion, and it's freaking Court of Foxes. So we have, like, that's happened, like, one other time, and I think in the history of Gems of War. Maybe two. This is, like... You can count it on one hand how many times this has happened, but we have the same faction on Tuesday that we have on the weekend. It says it right here if you don't believe me. Expanded faction, Court of Foxes, from the 22nd to the 24th. And also on the 19th, we also have Court of Foxes. So that is what's up next week. Volpacchia week, Tower of Doom guild event, Court of Foxes on Tuesday. Leafy, Foxy, Branchy, Pet on Wednesday. Spirit Walker Talker Caller on Thursday, class event. And Court of Foxes faction expansion on the weekend. New troop, Deep Delve. So we've confirmed on the forum that they are not going to do anything interesting with the faction events going forward. They're just going to stay status quo. And they're releasing a 6th troop, and it's most likely an epic. So very boring, very dumb. I wish they would have done something way cooler, but they're too busy doing PvP and Guild Wars, which people have told them is not their favorite on their own community survey. But they continue to not do anything cool and keep going down the doo-doo path. So they could have done something way cooler. They could have released a mythic for each faction. They could have released another legendary for each faction. They could have released an overworld instead and done whole new factions, but no. They're just going to do another epic. Go another 38 weeks of the same old... That's the problem, too. So we're getting another epic, which is like the one we don't want. That would be the worst choice. Because it's the hardest one to get fully ascended, and who cares, right? rather see a legendary or a mythic or anything else, pretty much. And then we have to do a whole nother 38 weeks of this, is the other thing. Like, if you didn't think about that. They're going back through the rotation, so they're probably going to go all the way through every single faction again. That's the problem. So kind of annoying, but it is what it is. We'll get more troops for Valpakia that way. Another troop to easily fully ascend for your kingdom power and stuff like that. So it's okay, I guess. But I just wish we could have seen something more interesting. But they're just too focused on the wrong thing right now. It's unfortunate. So no matter how much the vocal minority barks, doesn't mean that's the way they should go. Some people out there will say, I love PvP, I love Guild Wars. But the majority that's quiet do not. And I've always said that. Trey with the 2, or Chad with the 2, sorry. Chad with a 2, dunking it, layup, edging it, in and out, turtling it. Back to them, we don't want to smell the fart anymore, we want to get out of the garage. Smoke some cigars. Mr. Taskmaster, of course I remember you. How's it going, man? PJ's here. We got Trey, we got Jets, we got Chad, we got PJ. We got Mr. Taskmaster. Yep, I remember you for sure. Weren't you, like, in my guild for a little bit, maybe? Something like that. I remember you was, you just started playing the game, and I was helping you out a little bit, and then you got better and better, and eventually you disappeared, but here you are. Yep, I remember you, dude. I like Taz. I like Taz the wrestler, I like Taz the spitting devil that spins around. And I like Mr. Taskmaster. Okay, so let's play the game now. That was the spoilers. Just a little, like, abbreviated. No more Terran's World. I don't like the Terranium because they don't show the pictures of the troops, but it's better than nothing. It is what it is. Cat's butt on the screen. I might have to... Yeah, oh wait, who's this? I gotta watch out my window for my teenager to get home. Just give me a sec here. I don't think he's here yet. I think that's just a random person. Told him to message me when he gets here, and he did not message me, so I doubt it's him. But let me check one. Let me double check. One sec. We're gonna do Guild Wars. Alright, you guys didn't hear any knocking or doorbelling? Okay. So yeah, Guild Wars, we are on day 3. Day 3. Let's get out of here. Let's go take a look at it. So far, I'm 10-0 with 2 sets, so about as good as you can do, but it felt very shaky, and I'm waiting for the, you know, the bottom to drop out. I'm waiting for that jinx to happen. I'm waiting to put Undefeated on my thumbnail and then lose. So I've been waiting for the you know, it's been shaky, a little bit shaky. 5-0s, but there's a couple difficult fights in there, for sure. And we're counting on, like, not getting frozen on yellow the entire fight. And we're counting on them not submerging super much, you know, like a bunch. We're counting on, like, you know, some of the fights where an enemy can just, like, one-shot us, and we have to, I don't know. I've been counting on a lot of stuff happening, and it's been happening for us so far. And it has been, like, I've been playing very well, too, so it's not just, like, luck or something, but we're facing very difficult guilds, too. So it's been, I feel like I've done pretty good Thursday and Friday. Like, I could put that on my resume, for real. But it's been shaky, like, Suncrest is not a good offensive, like, Guild Wars type of restriction. You know, we're restricted to Suncrest only weapons, like the troops, like there's not anything too great. You know, it's been hard. But we're trying here, we're trying. So, my guilds keep, I don't know why I always look at this. No reason at this point. Leaderboard, we can check out Ches Unfu. You can see where they're at. Are they super high up or are they super low down? We're about to see. Okay, they're not in the top. I like to look at this to see what I'm dealing with. Because obviously, if they're like a top 10 guild, probably almost everybody in the guild is awesome. If they're a top 20, you know, 90% of them are going to be awesome. If they're top 30, like 75% of them are going to be awesome, like, type stuff, so get an idea of how hard it's going to be today. I'm in 21st, if you didn't know that. My guild's in 21st. The guilds we fought on Thursday and Friday were 28th and 27th or something like that. I guess we'll see. Yeah, Mission was 27th. So we fought them yesterday. We beat them by a nipple hair. The Super Friends were the ones we fought on Thursday, so 27th, 28th. So we're looking for Ches on something or other. Ooh, okay, 35, top 35. Top 35. 29 players. How are these people these people in 33rd that have 19 players? Like, how does that even happen? Like, they should be going down and down and down and down. Like, they have an entire 8 scores not even registering. If you can't beat the Imparables, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, Mission even, like, the Reluctant King, like, you have an advantage over these people because you get 27 scores in Guild Wars, and they have less than 27 people. So even like Uniao Brazil, unless they have like amazing defense or something, you think they would fall. Like, we have 30 people, so as long as all 30 go, our top 27 gets, you know, scored. And if you have less than 27, you're at a huge disadvantage. And that's pretty much why we won yesterday against Mission. They were a good guild. They just had 2 less people getting scores. We had 5 extra people getting scores, and we got to take the top, you know, top 2 of those, right? And the top 2 of those are the points that that they weren't getting, because they only have 25. So every single person in their guild would have had to have played, and then they don't get to throw out any scores because they don't have any, you know, they don't have 30. So Guild Wars is pretty important to have 30 people, or at least 27. That way you can throw out your 3 worst scores. Like the 3 people just doing the gate. You can throw, they don't even matter. You can throw them away. But, yeah. Top 35 guild here. Ches Un Fu is who we're fighting today. Let's check out our rewards. We won yesterday, so we get extra stuff, which I like. I like gold marks. I like gold, you know. For a YouTuber that does not gold farm, I have quite a bit of gold compared to other people, you know? It's weird. Wonder, you know. 30 gold marks, not saying they're doing anything wrong, I'm just saying that maybe, you know, if you also want to have gold without doing a bunch of extra work. Once over icon, 30 gold marks, 10 burning marks. We're getting there. Alright, I'm talking a lot of crap today, that's probably not good. We are slightly behind, but the other 2 days we were way more than that behind, so that does not make me scared at all. Maybe I can get another set today, that'd be great. I love getting sets, it's like my favorite thing to do in Guild Wars. I love going 5-0, but getting a set is... the thing that I like the most in Guild Wars is getting a set. So if I go 4-1 but I get a set, I'd probably be happy. 5-0 is my second favorite thing to do, but I'd rather get a set, you know, because you get 1,000 points for a set. So going 4-1 with the set, you can score higher than going 5-0 without a set. Alright, we got to do the gate. Are my medals correct? I need Orpheus. There we go. Let's do Orpheus, because I don't want to be frozen the whole fight. I don't want Egress to be entangled the whole fight. I'm not going to go out of my way to bless or something like that, most likely. So I'll just use Orpheus. And then we're using Elementalist, of course. Here's the team that's been working so far. It's Egress, Staff of Storms, Queltzama, Icatl. We really hope that we don't get frozen on yellow. We really hope that we have that Icatl at the start of the fight. Elementalist to screw them up. Orpheus to cleanse. Double purple, yellow, minus brown. We don't use brown at all. And I need that weapon to get up sometimes, so I doubled up on purple. And of course, yellow. Alright, let's do the gate. Let's get it out of the way. It's the gate. Chad says, "What's up, Cinny, Trey, and Sinners?" I did remember Mr. Tazmaster. Work took over and I couldn't play any longer. Well, you know me, man. I never, like... If you can't play this game, I say more power to you, for real. I think it takes too much time. Yeah, I think Gems of War takes too much time, for real. I think it's really fun in the beginning of the game. Like, when you're a beginner and you're opening things up and you're getting new stuff, and then once you get into the daily grind, if you want to make progress, eventually you have to do like the right things every day, and it's dailies. You have to do them every day, and it becomes like a job or a chore. But you know, it's only like an hour or two a day, and it's still fun. But I get it. I totally understand if you can't keep up with the game, because it's a lot of work, and it's like every day, and if you skip a day, you might miss something crazy, like a Ruby Weapon or something. Let's catch up in the chat, then you're starting to get back where you can play some games again? Jet says close matchup, yep. Crow says I would not include gaming achievements in a resume. I mean on my YouTube resume, buddy. Walmart, yeah, no, Walmart wouldn't care. You know the drill, you know how it goes, Crow, you know. You know I'm putting in that resume at Walmart pretty soon, you know. Thanks, Trey, you acknowledge them. K Jewelers, yeah. I'll go to K Jewelers like, hey, I did really good in Guild Wars. You're not gonna employ me, yeah. Crow says only 1 to 2 hours? Yeah, that's, once my daily grind is probably 1 to 2 hours. Like on Thursdays, I can get everything I want to get done in under an hour. But like on a Monday, it's more towards the 2 hours. Or, on a Friday, maybe more towards the 2 hours. But yeah, for me, my streams are like super long, like an hour, 2 or 3. Depends, But my daily gameplay, when I'm not talking and over-explaining and showing 3 different teams and stuff like that, it's more like 45 minutes to an hour and a half, not 2-3 hours. It is a chore. You love-hate Gems so much, it's sickening. Same here, dude. It's like a love-hate relationship here. Alright, so it's the gate. We just need to win, and we probably shouldn't treat it like a brain buster just yet, but we could practice for later. Do we have Ecotl? No. So, look at this right here. We got green into purple into blue. That's some really good mana. I think I'll do that. Anytime you can do that, as long as there's not an extra turn on the board, like get as much mana as you can. We got Ecotl now right here. We're not frozen. There's Egress, who I don't like to cast unless it's like 14 or more, for real. And I kind of want to see 15 or more in Guild Wars. So 13, but it's the gate. I think I'll peck them in the face with some skulls first, maybe. Alright, now we got Entangled, which is annoying, but it's okay. Now there's 16, so let's see if this works. See, no extra turn there. It's because I'm using Elementalist. But I don't want to not use Elementalist, because that's scary. Alright, we got Queltzama, who's our real star of the show. Let's see if we can find a good spot to cast it. Red looks okay. We get rid of that red and all that yellow falls onto each other. I don't think it's a guaranteed extra turn, though. But, it's the gate. Hey, we still got it. Alright, so we're 11-0. See how long we can keep that up. Okay, so I haven't even looked at which way I'm supposed to be going at the moment. Alright, so we want to hit the lowest numbers. As many of the lowest numbers as we can. So I can get a set again today, y'all. I could. If I go Cookhouse and Maze, I can get a set today. So 3 days in a row with a set. That'd be probably my best ever. So we did the gate. Now we want to go to the Glade. Because Cookhouse and Maze only have 1. And we want to turn that to a 2 so we can get our second set. And that would happen, because Temple's on 2. The third set would be harder to get, because we'd have to change the Cookhouse, the Maze, and the Temple to 3. But at the moment, I can get a set if I get Cookhouse and Maze. So we have to go to the Glade here. Let's see what they got. Let's double check we're at the Glade. I saw people on the forums saying they accidentally chose the same fight. Like, before you click the button, you have so many chances not to do that. Like, I don't understand how a person could still, like, fight the gate multiple times on accident. Like, you have so many chances to double check here. Going to the glade. And then you have to push 2 battles. So you have to push like 2 buttons before you would accidentally fight the same fight twice. So I think that's more like an excuse from people than an actual thing they accidentally did. Unless they walked away, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're smoking reefer. But the glade... got Radiant Jewel, King Salinas, the Wild Queen, and Pan. You know, I don't want to say too much because you know, talking crap before the fight is not good. It's how you can get bit in your booty. So I'll talk crap after the fight, maybe. Let's fight them, though. We have to get our set. You like hunting trophies? You love me because I teach you so much? Yeah. You was wondering which are the best Underworld units to unlock? I have Mirage Queen and Queen Beatrix. I like Gob Truffle. I like Shoggoth. I always say Mirage Queen, Queen Beatrix. Those are the 2 first ones to do, and you did a good job getting those 2 first. But Gob Truffle would probably be your next target. Gob Truffle, you know, Gargoyle, Harpy Mage, Shoggoth, Magma Dragon. I would say Harpy Mage after that if you don't have it. If you don't have Leprechaun, go get Trickster. So Gob Truffle would be my next one for you, Crow. And then probably Harpy Mage if you don't have it. And then Trickster if you don't have Leprechaun. But, you know, Gargoyles, Magma Dragon, Shoggoth, the Great Worm. I feel like I'm forgetting one, fairly obvious one. But those are the ones that come to mind off the top of my head. Alright, do we have Queltzama? Are we frozen? We're not frozen, that's good. And I meant to say Ecotl. I can never get his name right. Ecotl. We don't have Ecotl, I don't think. It's decent value. Like, we got it here a little bit, here a little bit. I think I'll wait, though. Let's look for a good match. They have a weapon. They got Radiant Jewel. Okay, so that's why they made their hero Bard. It's a was it a Pan's Veil restriction? Let's look for a good match. They're frozen on green, purple, and brown. That's great. We could take blue here. We could take yellow here. We got a yellow storm. We could take red there. We could take blue down here. We could take purple. Take brown. We don't need brown, though. I don't think we have any. Like, our best bet, it might be yellow and hope for red. But I really want purple or red to jumpstart our weapon. So I think I'm going to grab this purple. You know, then a yellow could fall up there, and they could get an extra turn on yellow, and they're not frozen on yellow. So I think I'll just take the yellow for now. And that probably would have happened. You see the yellow that fell? They would have got a yellow extra turn. So I'm glad I did that. Got red here. We got blue. We got blue into blue. Like, anytime I can get multiple matches for sure, I'm probably going to do it. Let's make sure we don't have Ecotl again. We do. Okay, so good. We'll do Ecotl. Gets our Egress going. There's only 13 on the board, though, so I don't really want to cast it yet. Let's take this yellow. Nope, let's take purple. I guess. I do need purple, so even though that lightning strike screwed up my yellow down here... Well, I probably should have took the yellow because I would have got purple, too. Oh, well. Maybe a minor mistake right there. We could take red. We could take purple. Purple we got a better boost on. We got Egress, but there's 14. 14's not bad. Still want to see 15 or above for real. Alright, we got red here. We got purple here. We got red here. I think I'm going to go with purple. Purple just, I get more mana. Probably fill my weapon up. Alright. Got our weapon going. They got King Salinas and their weapon. We got 16 now. But we have a guaranteed big yellow match we could do. It's like cast and maybe get an extra turn, or just get a giant extra turn. I think I'm gonna just grab this right now. Alright, we got Queltzama, nice. Now we gotta find a spot to cast it. Like, purple looks okay. But nothing's awesome. I don't see like an amazing spot. We could do Egress first and then do Queltzama. We could peck him in the face with some skulls, hit him pretty hard. We could just take the... If I'm going to do that, I'm going to take the yellow, so... Let's take the yellow. We got purple, too. Let's take the yellow. Because more Elementalist. Keep it on our turn. Now we'll take the purple. Wonder why my Elementalist isn't going off so much. Maybe they got, like, some sort of defense to that. Skulls are good with Egress because we apply Hunter's Mark and then we hit them with Skulls, so I might go ahead and do that. 200 damage and an extra turn. Bang. Got this yellow. Got this green. We are full on mana, though. So, we got 18. I think I'm going to kill their hero. Nope. It wouldn't kill, but it might. Okay, if I take out red... If I take out... Green is great. Let's do green. Okay, extra turn. Just keeping it on my turn as best as I can. Is usually how I play this team. 13. Ugh. Do we have Ecotl? That'd be nice. No Ecotl. 13. Queltzama. Could just take their hero out and put more yellow up there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just get rid of the hero before it casts. And we got an extra turn. Let's go. Alright, let's get rid of this. Ooh, we could do purple. Maybe a yellow will follow. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that while it's good. Get while the getting's good, you know? Oh, it didn't happen. It's okay. Got Ecotl. Excuse me. Let's do it. 3 skulls. Red's okay. Green's okay. Red down here. Green down here. I'm gonna go with red. Do Queltzama. Alright, extra turn, got a kill. Oh, no. Do we have Ecotl? No. We got 16, that's pretty good. Take out their Wild Queen. Their Wild Queen is entangled right now, though, so it's not that big of a threat. Might go after Pan. Alright, do we have any really good, like, Queltzamas? We take out green. We take out brown. Take out green. Green. Brown. 16. I'm gonna do Egress first. Guess I'm gonna go after Pan. Extra turn and a kill. Alright, now we'll do purple. And we win! 12-0. Take your time, you know, make sure all your moves are... Don't be rushing. This is Guild Wars. My chat crashed. Doesn't happen very often. You can't play gems under the influence. You would if you could. I can't play any games like that, for real. I feel like drinking and trying to play like a difficult game just makes me frustrated. I need my brain, you know what I mean? I think if you smoke and then play a game, like, I concentrate more, kind of. I get more into it. If I was going to do any kind of, like, under the influence gaming, it would probably just be, like, old Mary Jane. I feel like I don't play worse, at least. If I'm drinking and playing, though, I play worse, for sure. Start to get aggravated and force stuff. Alright, Cookhouse. Could turn this to a 2. Go for a set. Got Prismatic Orb, String Fiddler. King Gobtruffle and Zarg's Boompile, so it's a Goblin team. That's the danger of going the bottom route. Gotta deal with goblins, which can suck sometimes. Luckily, they have the Prismatic Orb, or else that'd be a very good team. It's just a good team. That last team, by the way, they had nothing. What were they doing? You know what I mean? They had Pan, Wild Queen. I can't remember what else they had, but they were like, what are you trying to do here? Like, are you doing skulls, or are you doing physical? Like, you should usually have a theme to your team, not... Like, my theme is kind of like physical looping. Their team over here is like looping. This is the Goblin team. The team that we just faced before this, like, they had no theme. They just were a bunch of mythics behind a weapon, which usually doesn't work. But this is an actual team right here. They just forgot and set their wand is the only problem. They got Elementalist, Goblins. You know, this could be bad. Which keys do you save? It depends where you're at in the game. Like, gold keys you can always use, no matter where you're at in the game. Glory keys, as a beginner, you can just use them all up. Even gem keys, as a beginner, you can use them all up. Because you need every mythic, you need every legendary, you still need epics. You know, it's when you get to where you have a lot of the legendaries and epics and a decent amount of mythics is when you start saving keys. Because, like, the more stuff you get, the less chance you're going to get something you need, and you're kind of wasting keys if you keep throwing them forever. But the ones you never use, I never use shiny keys, because I'm waiting for them to actually put good stuff into the shiny key drop table. Like, right now, if you use a shiny key, you're getting dookie, doo-doo, poo-poo, and farts. So why use them? Event keys you also save, and you wait till it's a kingdom where you actually need one of the mythics from the kingdom. Because if you just throw event keys all the time, you're never going to get anything. You're just going to keep throwing 50 event keys at random kingdoms. Which might be okay super early game, but I save up my event keys no matter where I'm at in the game, and then I throw them at a good kingdom, like Adana, Zalkari, you know, Kitar, Mista Scales, Whitehelm, Zacian. Those are some of the better kingdoms to throw event keys at. Try to get Ironhawks, or High King Iron Gut, or... you know, Pharaoh Khafru or Takshaka or something. Don't be just throwing them in every kingdom and never having enough to get anything good. That's pretty much, like, I always save event keys and I always save shiny keys. And I only throw event keys very special occasions on certain kingdoms, because you're only able to get the Kingdom of the Week from event keys. Gold keys, though, you can throw whenever you want, whenever you have them, because they don't, like, who cares? Like, you get gems from it. And glory keys... I only saved kind of like in the mid-game when I was going for very specific... Yeah, I had enough mythics to where I wasn't getting new ones. I had most of the legendaries, I had all the epics, and then it's like, why not save up my glory keys and get the new mythic instead of like throwing them and getting nothing I need, because I already have a bunch of stuff and I only need like 10 mythics or something. Like, I'm never going to get them off glory keys. It's smarter to save them and just get the new mythic, because it's only one mythic and you know it's one you need type of stuff. But I hope I answered your question. You're too stoned to care. Glory keys always use? Depends. If you're in mid-game, not really. You want to save them up for the new mythic. But you can use your guild seals for that. You could use your gem keys for that. So if you have enough of those, maybe. I use glory keys right now to replenish my gems, but... like, you can throw all your glory keys early game and late game. But it's like the mid... when you have a weird amount of mythics and you're not getting new ones, and you only need like 20 or something, and that's when you would save them up and just get the new mythics. Make sure you have enough keys for the new mythics, because this one you definitely need. If I'm mid-game and I'm throwing glory keys, I'm probably not getting anything I need, because I have 75% of the troops, so chances are, with all the troops in the drop table, I'm not getting something I need unless I use like a ton of glory keys. But if you save them up, you can get the new mythic, which is something you definitely need, and then while you're getting the new mythic that you definitely need, maybe you get a legendary you need, maybe you get an epic you need. So it's smart, because you know you're going to get a mythic that you need, and you can get legendaries and epics while you're getting that new mythic that you definitely need. Otherwise, if you're just throwing them willy-nilly all the time, you're not getting anything that you need, and you're wasting a bunch of glory keys. But that's like a mid-game, early end-game type of problem. Early game, you need everything, so just throw your keys. And late game, you don't need anything, so just throw your keys and get your gems. Alright, Chad, have a good one, man. Thank you so much, bro. Guild chest with seals? Yeah, that's the best key to get mythics off of if you are in a good guild that gets to chest level 6. It has the best chance at getting mythics. So same thing with the glory keys pretty much with guild seals. You know, if you need a bunch of mythics, keep throwing them. If you're getting it down to the nitty-gritty where you're not getting a mythic you need, save them up and get the new mythic with them. The only difference between glory keys and guild seals is glory keys actually give you gems and other stuff you need, while guild seals don't give you gems. So I'd rather see a person waste glory keys than waste guild seals, because at least with glory keys you're getting some gems too. All right, this is gonna be tough. We got goblins. I'm kind of stalling here because this is probably one of the hardest fights we've had so far. We fought Chrysantherax, we've fought Maelstrom Dagonath, but goblins. All right, we froze them on green and blue. That's good, and they did not freeze us. Do we have Ecotl? No, we don't have Ecotl. Luckily, they don't use yellow too much, so I could throw it just to do it, because I got it here, here, and here. Could get a bunch of yellow mana off of Jump Street. We'll see if we have any good matches. We got purple here, which will give us purple and yellow. That's pretty good. Got yellow here. Got yellow here. I'm gonna do the purple yellow, I think. Purple and yellow. I need purple, I need yellow. Ooh. Alright, they got a bunch of mana. That's not a great start. And they froze me on yellow. Cool. And we got this big old green. We're gonna do that. Dang, they froze me on yellow. That's annoying. Okay, we could get maybe an extra turn here and skulls. Hoping a green follows. It's a green storm, so I have a good chance that I'll get an extra turn on green here. And I get to hit them pretty hard with skulls, too. Of course not. Alright, they're goblining. Okay. Now we're frozen, too. Wonderful. This is why I hate goblins. And we're frozen on yellow. This ain't looking great so far. I mean, I damaged their hero. They're still frozen on green and blue. But we're frozen on yellow, which sucks. I'm thinking about taking this yellow and this yellow and hoping for a green to hit here. Oh crap. Hold on a sec, y'all. Alright, I'm back. Dang! Yeah, I'm hoping for this green. If I take the... Oh yeah, you're right. Wow, you guys sat there and you're gonna help me out here. Thank you. I didn't even see that. Yeah, if I take this yellow, that gets rid of all this stuff. And the 2 green fall. Yeah, thanks, man. Nice. That was a guaranteed extra turn. I was just hoping for a... Alright, we got skulls into skulls. So we'll knock their barrier off, and then we'll get an extra turn on skulls. Let's go. Hopefully. Ooh, killed their hero. Come on. Alright, we're still frozen on yellow. Our Queltzama is silenced. I'm about to just hit him with these skulls here. We'll see, though. Yeah, I think skulls are the best way to go here. We'll hit them super hard. There's nothing else going on for real. I think that's the move, hitting them with skulls. 190. Alright, give me one more of those. Let's get rid of that string fiddler. I'd love to get rid of that string fiddler. Queltzama's close. Alright, let's look at this. Green down. Brown over. Brown up. Red over. Might do that. Hope for 2 green to fall, maybe. Brown over. Brown. Brown. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Might be our best shot. It's taking the red. It'll give mana to our weapon, and maybe we can get 2 green to fall with it. Nope. Alright, they got string fiddler. I don't like that. Come on. We need our Icado to cleanse. I hate being frozen on yellow when our team is supposed to be looping on yellow. Alright, he's gonna silence an enemy, explode 11 gems of one of their mana colors, and gain an extra turn. Probably cast the staff. YouTube accelerate your phone overheating in the sauna? Okay. Where's the best to farm gold while unlocking kingdoms? Anyone know? The Vault event, for real. But, faction events are really good. Vault events and faction events are the best places to get gold. Unless you want to go out of your way to waste time and farm gold like all these other people do that don't have... Anyway. I say do all your faction events and do Vault event super hard, and you'll have enough gold to do whatever you want throughout the rest of the month. But if you're just jumping back in... what is today? Today's Friday. Or today's Saturday, I'm stupid. I don't know, man. I don't know what... Open your vault keys if you have any. It'd be good. Alright, we got green. I think I'm going to do the weapon. I don't see any, like, guaranteed extra turns. There's no storm going, so I can't predict what's going to fall from the sky. Let's double check, though. We got brown here. We got green here. We got purple there. Got brown here. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Brown there. Brown here. Yeah, I think the weapon's the way to go. Maybe we'll get a nice buff. Alright, they're gonna string Fiddler, which gets up Gobtruffle. Alright, Orpheus, come on. Alright, at least we're not frozen on green. There's a ton of green up there. When we take green, we blow up yellow. Just remember that. I could take this and then maybe get the other one too. Maybe. I think that's how it works. I don't need green, but we could do Elementalist. Get some of this green out of here. Maybe get a free skull hit, that'd be great. Let's take this one now. Almost wanna... Yeah, I think we do it this way. Give me some skulls. Blue? Are we frozen on blue? No. Oh, come on. Give me a skull hit. I just want to take out that string fiddler. This does 66. Queltzama would be okay. And then Egress, we could finish off their string fiddler maybe. Really want some skulls, man. We got blue up here. We don't need mana. If I do Queltzama, they don't use yellow at all, so turning the board more yellow. I could get rid of a color they use, that'd be great. But they are frozen. Okay, they all use green, so let's just get rid of green. Okay, we got cleansed. Come on. We got Ecotl. Let's go. Okay, now what can we do with our quilts? We could do this. We got 17. We could finish off their string fiddler, who has 12 out of 14. I think that's the way to go. Get him out of here. Get an extra turn. And now we got 2 troops left. They're both all entangled and frozen, so nice. Got a yellow storm. Purple would be pretty good. Purple. We're gonna go on purple with our Queltzama. Nice. Perfect. Hmm. Good for a good spot for another Queltzama, just to chip them down. Chip them down a little more. Green. Blue. Brown. Thinking green. Just I'm gonna go with it. Get rid of their green again. Why not? Yes! I think we kill here, right? We get an extra turn, too. Hey, we killed the goblins. Come on. That was good. You're too weak, low level to open gnome keys early game on hard. Yeah, that's true. I remember that happening to me on my new account. I had to not play it on the hardest difficulty for a little bit. You definitely want to get there as soon as possible, but it's fine, like, for your first batch of alt keys to not open them on the hardest setting, but you want to turn it up as soon as possible. It's like dungeon. You don't want to go all the way to the hardest dungeon until you're ready for it. Like, I stayed on the easiest dungeon, just to make sure I would do it every day, get diamonds every day, get my jewels every day, get it done every day. I don't want to make it super hard and then not be able to do it on my new account playthrough. So like with dungeon, I wasn't making it harder at first. So with the vault event, with opening vault keys, you don't have to make it harder right away. You want to do it as soon as possible, but, you know, if it takes you, like, playing it on an easier setting to get it done, it's better than not. With vault keys, though, you can save them up and wait if you want, so it's not exactly the same. But, you know, I did it for, like, a little bit. Like, my first batch of vault keys, I didn't open on the hardest setting, but my second batch, I did, type stuff. Like, as soon as I could. But you can start doing faction events. Those are really good for gold. Tuesdays and weekend. We got Tuesday one and a weekend one next week. So maybe level up your Court of Foxes like this week. You know, get your Horde level up, your quality to 10 for Court of Foxes. Because we got a double Court of Foxes. It's be a very smart time to invest in Court of Foxes. If it's like, if you've been doing City of Thieves 3 times a day every day and you're trying to figure out what your first kingdom is that you're going to do after that. Right now, Court of Foxes, you got a double event next week. Like, that's a perfect time to choose Court of Foxes. So then you'll be able to, you'll have it on quality 10 and like Horde level 100 for Tuesday and the weekend event. And you'll get, I usually get 200 to 300,000 gold on a Tuesday and like 300 to 500,000 gold on the weekend. Just for doing the event. You know, doing every room, doing enough layers to get all rewards. That's how much gold I get. And the only difference between me and you would be if your quality is not on 10, that's it. Like, it doesn't matter what troops I got, it doesn't matter what stats I have, you would still get the same amount of gold as me if you would just do every room up to level 90 on Tuesday, and then every room up to level, like, 250 or something on the weekend. But you have more potions, more turns, it won't be as hard on the weekend. You just have to go further. So the only difference is if like, your quality's not on 10, which isn't that hard to do. If I was Crow right now, I'd be doing my City of Thieves 3 times a day to get Chaos Shards, and then I would use those Chaos Shards to get Treasure, and then I would up my quality in Court of Foxes for next week, and then next week you do Court of Foxes to all rewards on Tuesday and the weekend. That'll give you almost 1,000,000 gold right there. That'll fix your problem in like a week. DC with the 10, thank you so much, bro. Hi, Sunny Cool, and all you Sinners Choir members and lurkers alike. Glad to be with you. In case you haven't already done so, please do finger that thumb. Hey, we're 17 out of 25, so if we get to 25, I'm doubling your money. I do that once a month. We're halfway through the month. 5 gifted from me. This might be the closest we've got this month. The boys are breaking out their sausage today. Let's go. Put your sausage on the table. Show them how big it is. We're close. $8, man. That's 4 people doing 2. That's 8 people doing 1. You know what I mean? That's 2 people doing a 5er and a 3er. Or something. Alright, so I'm going for a set right now. This will be my 3rd set in a row for this Guild Wars. I don't know what this fight is, though. Let's see. Is it difficult? Sunweaver, King Minos, Chief Stronghorn. I'm about to get another freaking set. Let's go. 3 days in a row. I don't think I've ever done that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, though. We're frozen on yellow. We're frozen on yellow. It's not good. We got a blue extra turn, though. That's alright. We got skulls. Tied them up a little bit over there. Nice. I have a bad habit of counting my chickens before they hatch. You know what I mean? Alright, let's look. I'm probably taking the skulls, but let's look at everything. We can get brown and green up here. We got a brown storm, which I don't like because I don't use brown, but factors into whether or not you can get an extra turn from the sky type of stuff. We got red over here, red like this. Skulls, which give a brown, not an extra turn, but a brown match, which would also give us red, so that's good. I think I'm going to do the skulls. I think it's good. It's probably the best move anyway. Hit the hero super hard. Get some mana. Oh man, he's got barrier again. And you gotta take out that hero. We gotta take out that hero. Got skulls, but they have barrier. We have Ecotl, but we're frozen on yellow. Oh, look at that. DC with the gifted. 5 gifted. I'm throwing mine out there. Let's go. Thank you, DC. Appreciate it, man. It's been a slow start this month, but the boys are whipping out their sausage, putting it on the table, choppy your pee-pee. Tired of turtling it, tired of going in and out, and edging. They want to blow it. They want to blow it. They want to put down the pimp juice, do a burnout, slide it in sideways at the gas station, go inside, get some brewskis, some smoke, some freaking fireworks to shoot out of our butts, some tidy whiteys. Come on. We got it. Thank you so much, DC. We're at the gas station partying. We've been like having withdrawals, shaking. Having withdrawals and shaking, not having our brewskis or our scratchers. Gotta get it. Alright. Send 5 now. Let's see what we get. David Hasselhoff? Mr. Beast? Joe Rogan? Who's gonna get gifted? Warren Moon, maybe? Warren Moon? DC said, City of Thieves Faction Assault level 50 or lower. Defeat Cedric Room early to boost your gold and use a Rowan-type team with greed. Yep. The Warrens is good, too, for gold. I always recommend City of Thieves because you, like, can get your underworld going faster with City of Thieves. You know, you get more Chaos Shards, like, get your troops faster, get your horde levels up faster. But the Warrens, if you really want gold, and gold's your main thing with doing your faction every day, if it's between, like, not doing your factions every day or doing your factions and doing the Warrens, like, the Warrens is second best in my opinion because you get a bunch of gold, bunch of treasure rooms, guaranteed trait stone. I recommend City of Thieves to hurry up your underworld to get those awesome troops and horde levels and qualities and stuff. But City of the Warrens would be the best for gold. I should have said that to Crow. But I think, like, upping your Court of Foxes if possible for next week. If you're willing to wait like 1 week, you can get like 1,000,000 gold off of doing both those faction events. Just get your quality to 10. Mr. Z got gifted Mark Bolden, Cubone, Java Puppy, Matthew Walls. I know all those people except for Java Puppy. Jay Shar, Brad, R.E., Radic, and Mason King. I think I know all those people too. We did a burnout. We laid down the pimp juice. We welded on the fart cam. We put on a spoiler. We put a sticker on the side. We slid it in sideways. Parking lot DJ. Everybody out. Let's go. All right, let's see if we can win this one. Like, this is not a guaranteed win. Like, the way stuff is going so far with the frozen Ecotl, the barriered hero over there, like, this is not a guarantee for sure. I was talking crap. I think I'm going to grab green and get skulls too. I don't know that there's any better move than that. Like, knock their barrier while I get some green. I need to put yellow up there for me. Thanks. Too bad we're all frozen and screwed up from their elementalist. Alright, let's hit them with skulls again. I think that's going to be my strat. I'm trying to get rid of this hero. Oh, 190. Come on. Alright, we got cleanse, but now Queltzama is frozen, so... let's Staff of Storms it, I think. Get going here. Maybe get some good buffs. Take out their hero. That was the first step. Next up, maybe... If I can get rid of... like, King Minos, they'll have nothing, for real. Sunweaver sucks, but... He's all frozen and entangled. I think I'm going to go after King Minos next, but... I don't know. We have Egress, but we're frozen on yellow. I'll probably just take mana this turn. We don't need brown. Get green into brown, just get rid of some brown. Get it off the board. We got yellow here. Green here. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the green, get rid of some brown. Okay. We need to get... Where's our Orpheus? Come on. I'm going to get my weapon up, maybe. Let's take another look, though, before we get all impatient. Take the red. There's green we could take. Green up. Could take green up, and that would skull bait them and waste their next turn. Might do that. And if they don't get skull baited, then I'll take the skulls and I'll hit their troop really hard. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this green, which will give them skulls on purpose. That way they can either take it and waste their turn, or I take it and crush their face in. Alright, wasted their turn. That's cool. Gives us another turn to, like, cleanse as well. I think we cast our weapon. Yeah. Weapon? Get some buffs. Get up Queltzama. Alright, we have Queltzama. We're now cleansed. Great. We could do... Let's get rid of this green first. Could do green and hope... We don't have a yellow storm at the moment. Do we have Ecotl? That'd be great, because then... Yeah, let's do Ecotl so we can have a light storm. And we'll put more yellow on the board. Alright, now we can do purple. That'll probably give us an extra turn. I don't even care about this. I'm going to do... Oh, yeah, I do. I can do red. I think red's more of a guarantee, right? Let's do red. Got it. Blue, green, brown. Brown would be good, right? Maybe. Maybe. I think Egress. We'll do Egress. We'll take out their first slot. Oh, we didn't take it out and we didn't get an extra turn. Poopy pants. Alright, let's do brown. We don't use brown. Kill their next... Give them their next death. Could take skulls. Could do green. I think we just start Queltzamalin. We could do Ecotl, get a bunch of green and stuff, but we're all full. I think we just do Queltzama here. Okay. Could do we coddle and get a skull hit? I think I'm gonna do that. For fun. Boom! Get a death. Get a kill. Alright, we could do red on Queltzama. I think red's the way to go. Yes. Extra turn, did some damage, almost killed them. Egress. Alright. 14-0. It's coming down to this last fight. We just got a set. 3 sets in a row. 3 days in a row, 3 sets. Which is a collaborative effort between me and the guild. I'm not saying, like, I did it all by myself. I'm just saying, like, I went for the sets. Every time I was able to, I went for them. Which is not always easy to do. Because we had to face the Lair, Dragons, Chrysantherax to go for the sets the first 2 days. Today we had to go through Goblins to get the set. So we had to be brave, a big brave boy, drop our nuts and go for the set. And we did. Bang, now we got 2 whole sets. Maybe somebody did it right as I did it as well. Too bad I would have went to the temple, but it's okay. We can get a whole nother set by somebody going to the temple now. Alright, here we go to the palace. We're winning now, our guild is winning. Hell yeah. Alright, palace, baby. Zig the Kid! Yeah, I'm having fun today. Anytime I do well, I have fun, and then anytime you guys are having fun, I have fun. Oh boy, Maelstrom Dagonath. And Chrysantherax. We fought this before. We fought this on, like, Friday, I think. Or no, it was on Thursday. It was, like, on the video I made. Could do a boss killer and get rid of him, but... I mean, I gotta stick with the girl that I brought to the dance. I'm that kind of guy. So until this team fails me, I'm not gonna switch out of it. That might be my downfall. Might be my downfall IRL as well. I'm just too loyal. I stick with the girl I brought to the dance. I don't fix it if it's not broken. So we're going for it. We're trying to give this team 15-0 without switching it. Which is not the smartest thing in the world. You should be switching your teams if you really want to win. Rock, paper, scissors. You know, boss killer would work good here because this is a boss. Maelstrom Dagonath. And you could one-shot it, get it out of there. You still got to deal with the Chrysantherax, the Leprechaun. But I got to stick with the girl I brought to the dance. I might regret it, but it is what it is. Let's go. Come on. We already got the set. I'm happy. We already got the set. I'm happy. We're having a good stream. I'm happy. No matter what happens here, I'm good. I think I'm gonna do a coddle because if I take this green, we got lightning strike on. It could blow up some of this yellow, and I'd rather get, I think, the yellow. They didn't get frozen. I didn't get frozen, but we do have coddle, which is good. Gotta do it. And we got to hit their hero pretty good. We need a good Queltzama. Come on. Got a yellow storm. We could do blue and hope two yellow falls. Or a yellow here. Like we have twice the chance with blue. I think that's our best bet. Going after blue. We could go after green and then their Leprechaun would do nothing. That might be smarter. What if we go for green and then their Leprechaun has nothing to explode? I think I'm going to do that. Or it has way less to explode. And we got the extra turn. I think I'm going to just keep going for green at the moment. Just keep getting rid of their green. 14. And green's a good move here, too. So let's do it. It's not a lot of damage, but it's an extra turn and it's taking the green off the board. Maybe they'll... I'm hoping there's like 0 green when they cast their Leprechaun. Which hasn't happened yet, but so far it's been working. Hit them twice. Still my turn. I have coddle. I could make the board even more yellow first. I'm going to do that. Even though I don't need it. We could do red. Let's get rid of this purple. Nice, killed their hero. We could do brown, maybe get an extra turn here. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I don't care that Maelstrom Dagonath is submerged. Like, I'll kill everything else, and he'll be standing there all by himself with his thumb up his butt. I'm gonna do brown, I think, here. Got it. I'll get rid of the whole rest of his team first. Could do green again for their Leprechaun. I could just take extra turns and try to... They're already, I think, as entangled as they're going to get, though. Could do this. 15. We just keep going Queltzama, though. Do purple. Could do green. Just like we're chipping away. Chipping away at them. There's only 3 green on the board right now. Like, that's not a lot. 15's what I usually say. Like, I'm gonna try it. There's a lot of yellow next to yellow. I'm gonna do Icarus. Oh, of course not. Luckily, they are frozen. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Got to hit, Maelstrom Dagonath. Could get rid of the red. Let's get rid of this red. Let's get it out of here. It's not like we have an awesome board or something that I want to preserve. We can make it an awesome... We can get free skulls somehow, you know? We're not frozen. We have skulls, and we could kill Maelstrom Dagonath right now. Do we do that, though? Do we take a turn to kill their Maelstrom Dagonath? Do we do that, though? I think I'd do it, man. The Chrysantherax would suck if they cast it a bunch of times, but we're submerged, right? So, yeah. Oh, he's not dead yet. We can kill him, though. Let's Egress him. Right, now he's dead. Oh, no. Alright. Let's keep hitting green with our Queltzama. I feel like that's the way to go. Keep getting rid of their green. Let's take this brown out of here. Skulls. Skulls would be cool. But it would then give them a turn. I don't want to give them a turn. 18 yellow. It's quite a bit. I'm going to hit Chrysantherax. Let's do it again, maybe? Is this an extra turn? Nah, it's going to disappear. I think we go Egress again. We just hit Chrysantherax again. There's 20 yellow up there. Hey, we got it. Just kill him. Oh, baby. Come on. Alright, now we just need to kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Purple? Blue? Purple? Blue? Purple? I think purple. I stuck with the girl I brought to the dance. I'm not a wishy-washy type of dude. People don't respect that when you're a wishy-washy type of dude, just going to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Come on. 15-0 with 3 sets. At least I think I got a set today. Like, I was going for it. I think it happened at the same time with somebody else, but who cares? You know, we teamed up to get that set. I went for it. I don't know who got it first, but who cares, right? It was still there to be had when I went into the fight. And that's documented on video. I'm not making stuff up. I don't think, anyway. 15-0, undefeated. I've only lost one fight in entire Guild Wars of the new Guild Wars. And that was like on the first one. I went 4-1 one time on the first one. But other than that, I've been undefeated. Won every single fight. I've had one loss out of all these Guild Wars fights. Was this our fourth one? That's a lot of fights, you know? What was that, 20 each time? This is our fourth one. We've had 80 fights. I'm 79-1. Something like that. And I always go for sets. I don't like chicken out and go a different way. I go for sets. So I'm 79-1, and I always go for sets. And I'm in a top 25 guild. So I'm just saying, maybe try my team out. It is hard. You gotta, like, make sure you use it right. You could use the team wrong and, like, lose, for sure. But we got it done, baby. That feels good, man. Hell yeah, teamwork makes the dream work in more ways than one. Fighting two Maelstroms in Guild Wars is very hard. I know, I had to fight it twice. I fought it on Thursday, and I fought it today. Both times it was fine, though. People get super scared about Submerge. Like, he's got a very high mana cost. So, just don't let him get up. You saw what I was doing there. I was getting rid of all their green. Their Leprechaun never even casted, did it? I don't even think it ever casted. But I was, like, anticipating them casting that Leprechaun. I wanted to kill their hero, get it out of there. And then I was taking his legs out from under him. So, it's like when you fight a Guardian in a Citadel War. You're not going to, like, focus on the Guardian. You're going to take the other 3 troops out, and then you'll deal with the Guardian. It's kind of what I do with Maelstrom Dagonath. I want to take out... It didn't work that way, but that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm going to take everything else out. He can be submerged all he wants. He can play with his nipples underwater while the rest of his team dies. And then even if he kills one of my troops, like... I'd probably still win. Hell yeah, I love winning. Let's go. Setting the bar. Alright, let's play the game normally now, I guess. We did the spoilers. I do have to... Man, I really should go... I don't care today, I guess, though. We're having a good day. Let's keep playing. What do you guys want to see? Anybody ask any questions that I didn't answer? Just reading a comment. Somebody was commenting on my AI video with... Thought about doing something like that with Gems of War, too. I think I did one time. I did, like, Google's... Maybe I didn't. Okay, let's play the game normally, I guess. Got Anisha. I always do my mail first. I get my blinkies off the screen. They're annoying to me, so I get rid of them. It's always my first move. I check my XP booster, see if one is running out soon. Not really. We could use one, though. No big deal. Okay, Crow, what you got? Go for it, man. Let's use that. Let's check our offers. I keep buying this pet. I think I need this pet. Yeah, I do. So I'm going to buy it. It's only 50 gems. It's nothing. We need it, and it's only 50 gems, so why not? Alright, this says win 5 PvP. Well, how come Guild Wars doesn't count towards this? That's one thing I noticed. I literally just did fight. I literally just did 5 PvP fights. I wish it would satisfy this. That was Guild Wars. That's harder than doing Citadel Wars or farming VP or any of that stuff. People are specifically setting defense to try to make you lose. On Citadel Wars and the other side on PvP, that's their offensive team that you're beating. So I just did something way harder than what it wants me to do, and it didn't count it. Isn't that annoying? Aren't Guild Wars fights PvP? I'm fighting a person. It's person versus person. Guild Wars has always been considered PvP, as far as I know, on Gems of War, but it doesn't count them for this, which is stupid. So if somehow there's a dev watching, which I doubt they would ever watch my streams because I'm so critical of them, and I'm just a small potato, would you please count the Guild Wars fights for this, Dominator? I don't want... Now I have to go... I mean, I should be doing PvP anyway, but it's just annoying that it didn't count. Let's get rid of our other blinkies. We got some trait stones I'm not going to go for, but I'll go for the Deeds of Stone. Campaign, you know, for some reason this also blinks every day, which I don't like. Devs, if you're watching, which you're not, why does my campaign blink every single day when there's nothing to do here? It makes me go here for no reason. When something's blinking, it's saying, hey, something's going on. Hey, something's going on. Exclamation point, exclamation point. You better check this out. But there's nothing. You know, I guess progress for the paid side, but I didn't pay for it. So why are you giving me an exclamation point? I have all these done. Nothing to collect. Artifact, I already got it for this week. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. What's the exclamation point for? You want me to buy the pass and you're just going to keep doing it until I buy it? I got 2 complaints right now, devs. That should count for Guild Wars. I did 5 Guild Wars fights and it didn't count. That's stupid. Should count. And then why do you make my campaign blink every day when there's nothing here? It's this guy. Deal damage to an enemy, boost by cursed gems. If the enemy dies, eliminate all armor from other enemies, then bless and enchant myself. Okay, let's go do these PvP fights, because this is asking me to, and I like to get that done every day. Because it makes me do things that I need to do anyway. So, Citadel Wars. Do we have them on Saturday? I think so. It's Central Spire. I got this team. This is where we practiced. I made this team like early this week, and then we practiced in Central Spire. It's definitely not the fastest thing I could be using here. I don't know. I guess I'll run it. See how it goes. Crow says, I need Arcane Blood trait stones for Mirashi Queen. I just unlocked Explore Mist of Scales. Yeah, if you click on the trait stone that you need, it will take you to a kingdom where you can farm them. I would say use orbs on Mirashi Queen, though, if you have the orange orbs. You know, certain troops are worth using those on if, you know, of course you should save your orbs up and get Zul'Goth, get Maelstrom Dagonath, but early game, stuff like Mirashi Queen to fully trade it, I don't mind people using, like, a couple orange orbs on certain troops. If you have to use one on Leprechaun to get it empowered, if you have to use one on Mirashi Queen to get it 50% starting your elementals, if you have to use it on Queen Beatrix to get Royal Honey, that doesn't bother me at all, like... If you use a few orange orbs to do that, instead of going and farming, you know, which takes way too much time. But, yeah, the other way you would do that is click on the trait stone that you need, and it will suggest some kingdoms, and then you can do Explore there. But to get Arcanes, I think you have to do higher level Explore, like... Maybe. No, you don't. No, you don't. It just takes longer, I think, if you do lower level. But you can get them. Alright, we're doing this team because it's what I had there. It's not my favorite Central Spire, but I have to think too much. I don't have to think as much here, though, I guess. It is Citadel Wars. It's not easy, per se, but it's easier than Guild Wars. Let's just do brown. We can hit really hard with skulls. Let's just do blue. They're all dead. Alright. Yeah, I'm using Swift Talismans. Probably shouldn't be, but I'm going to keep doing it, because I feel like I already did this, and they're making me do it again. Kinda. Give myself an excuse. Make it easier. I earned those Swift Talismans anyway. Might as well use them. Alright, do we have Ecotl? No. Let's get rid of that. It's a red storm for some reason. Let's get rid of all their red. Just as a funny. Let's do this. Let's go with blue. Maybe blue. Bokumashu. Another kill. Bang. I think this would go. Hit them really hard. Win again. Yeah, you can farm any level, explore whatever you're comfortable with. I always say either do 1 or 12, is what I say. And if you can't do 12, do 1. If you can do 12, do 12. Anything in the middle, it's easier to say that too. Like, you either do 1 or 12. You know, if you're doing 12, you're trying to get them faster. You have Chrysanthrax or something. You have Tesla. You have a good team that can clear 12 out within reason. Instead of, like, you don't want it to take all day to clear a fight in 12. If it takes you all day to clear a fight in 12, do 1. But, I don't know. Just takes out all the confusion. Like, some people are doing 2 and 3 and 9 and 10. Like, to me, it's either 1 or 12. You're either trying to clear fights as fast as possible, or you're trying to do the hardest one. Takes out any confusion. That's all I do. I never do. I don't do 2, I don't do 9, I don't do 10. I do 1 or I do 12. It's just how I play, though. Some people out there are doing 9, 10. But, they're not exactly Cine or Tacit. Let's see here. Do we have Icado? No. That's why I always think in my head when I'm giving this advice, I'm always like, yeah, bro, but you've been playing for 8 years and you're this level and look how long it took you to get all this stuff and stuff. But then I always have the excuse, I've done 3 new account playthroughs. I'm not just sitting here playing my main account, like, giving advice to beginners. Like, I start over and I play with free to play with no advantage. And I still do the exact same things I'm telling you to do. Like, my advice is solid because I test it. I don't just give it and then act like I know everything. Like, I go do it. I do new account playthroughs, and I'm able to use my own advice, and it works. We don't... Man, these boards are never yellow, dude. I need to cast Icado more, maybe. I think I'm just gonna... I'm not too scared of these enemies. Probably gonna catch me a loss, but... This is, not Guild Wars. I need to get out of that mentality. Just start casting stuff. Quit overthinking it. I love getting free skulls when... Yeah. While I'm looping. Zegras hits so hard. The skulls. Let's just do green. They're all dead. Took 5 casts, but... Alright, so I am doing this because you should probably do Citadel Wars every day. Every day it's possible. Plus, the XP booster asked me to do it. Give me gold marks, it gives me VP. I can use the gold marks to buy books. Frozen on purple, idiot. Let's do the staff. Just gonna start taking skulls, I swear. Smash their face in. Epic. Epic death by you. Epic death. Good job. Woo! You do Explore 2? Yeah, it's not bad. 2 is probably the one I hate the least. Just because people can clear it just like they clear 1. I'm definitely taking off my... I'm not going to waste them on the Guardian. I already wasted them. I'm not going to waste them even more. The way I get trait stones, really, is you know, in the glory shop, every week there's a different trait stone. And I save up my glory, and then I buy trait stones there, or I use my orange orbs. I never farm anything, really. The only thing I farm is Vault Event. That's the way I play the game, even on a new account playthrough. So, farming Explorer is, like, not my favorite thing to recommend to you, but if you're trying to, like, hurry up and, like, I would say use an orange orb if you got it, is what I would say, but you can get it back. If you're playing the game right, you're going to get it back. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. If I was playing a new account playthrough and I got Mirage Queen and I didn't have the trait stones to fully trait the Mirage Queen, I would use orbs, most likely, that I got from being in a good guild or getting an event done or opening vault keys or something like that. That's where I would have got that orb. But if you don't have orbs either, you could go farm whatever it tells you to farm when you click on the trait stone. See, I wouldn't use orbs on every troop. It's very specific troops. Leprechaun, Mirage Queen, Queen Beatrix, like I said. Just to get my account going. Like, get my Rowan team, like, fully tuned up. And then I'll stop using orbs on random troops like that. Save up for Zul'Goth and Maelstrom Dagonath and whatnot. But I think it's okay early for certain troops to use orbs. Just don't want to make it a habit. Don't know why I did that, but I did. Just need to start casting. This is a Guardian fight, Cinny. You're not gonna lose. Just cast. Just cast. Oh, we don't have it. Just cast, bro. You're not gonna lose. Just cast the spells. Quit overthinking the Guardian fight instead of the wars. Just cast the spells. Just cast them. Do that. Let's do it again. Let's do it till it stops working. Still working. Oh, stopped working. And killed him. How best to get orbs early game? Being in a good guild, getting events done, Vault event, Underspire. Those are good ways to get orbs, mostly. Some of those, like Underspire, you might not be ready for yet, but Vault event's another good way to get orbs in a good guild. Because guild will get, you know, doing any event, Tuesday events, you know, weekend events, guild events, those all give orbs, and then Vault event. They give lots of orbs for events. They're all over the place, though. Like, anywhere you see rewards, like, orbs are there. Orbs are like a shortcut to where you don't have to farm as much. Some people don't do events, but then they're out there farming souls, farming gold, farming trait stones. Like, that's what orbs are. Orbs are a bunch of trait stones, a bunch of souls, a bunch of copies of the troop. They'll skip orbs to go farm stuff for hours. And, like, it's so boring to do that. And while I'm getting orbs, I'm also getting hundreds of thousands of gold for doing my faction event. Or tons of other rewards while I'm doing my Underspire. Or, you know, looking good to my awesome guild by participating in the guild event. Etc. It's always like a double whammy, two birds with one stone when you're doing events. If you're off just farming Explorer, you're solo, doing stuff just for yourself, like you're literally doing one thing, farming one thing. Whoops. For some reason, selfishness is celebrated on YouTube. Alright. Egress. So I used to put those out, but it was so much more needed back in the day. We don't need gold farming, soul farming these days. You gotta get with the times, quit sitting on the toilet backwards type of stuff. Your pants on. You gotta take your pants off to take a duty. I'm gonna do it this way. You gotta change your pants every time, though, if you do it that way. I don't care. It's faster. It's faster if you sit down without taking your pants off. Faster if you don't turn around. You dummy. It's faster to gold farm, you know. Faster to tradestone farm. Faster to soul farm. It's also faster to sit on the toilet without taking your pants down. This is how we used to do it. Back in 1932, we used to soul farm. Alright, I'm done with that. XP booster and Citadel Wars done at the same time. Getting gold marks, getting swift talismans. I like accomplishing many things at the same time. But now I'll look for my gold marks later. I like to play in a certain order. I'm gonna take a break. I've been PvPing this. Did Guild Wars, then I did freaking Citadel Wars. I'm not gonna go get gold marks now too. I'll get them later though. Alright, I gotta still collect an hourly income. Is that making fun of me? Is the game making fun of me by telling me to go collect an hourly income? Yoke the ham in the house. Alright, what's next? I'll probably go do that one adventure board fight, or 3 fights. And I'll probably do my dungeon, at least reveal it. So let's do this. I'm not doing this because I don't need trait stones, and all my classes aren't 100. But it's very smart to do all 3 every day. If all your classes aren't on 100, and you still need trait stones. But do as I say, not as I do on this one. So I'm just doing the middle one. I'm just getting the deeds. XP Booster didn't ask me to do it, so if the XP Booster asked me to do all 3, I would do it. But since it did not, I'm just going to do the one I need. Another thing with YouTube, like me 3-4 years ago, I'd be like, oh my gosh, you're not doing every adventure board fight? The game changes, you know. People change, game change, advice change. But that's only if you have every class on 100. Like, that's an accomplishment. And you have to have so many trait stones that you'll never need them again. The only people that should be skipping these two, you have to have every class on 100 and never, you have so many trait stones you never need them again type stuff. Then you can skip these two. And you shouldn't even be using a Chrysanthrax team without Hero. You should never use this team until you have every class on 100 as well. Unless you just are strapped for time that day, I guess, and you can whip it out. Alright, dungeon! Once again, do as I say, not as I do. Do this every day. Do the fights as they appear, but I don't need Dragonite, I don't need Jewels, I don't need Shards, I don't need Diamonds. So, it pisses me off when I get a trap, so I just don't do it. Pick the same rooms every day, because if you jump around every day, you're never going to get a perfect, most likely. I got a trap, so I'm not fighting the fights. Because I'm a big baby, and I don't want to. But I do reveal them every day. Okay, next up, Underspire. I would buy my torches, but I don't know. I got 7 left. I just went through the 5th dragon's door. I'm looking for the 6th dragon at the moment. So I'd probably play it by ear. Because I got 7 more torches tomorrow. 14 in total. Only 1 section left. Might have to buy like 1 more 50 pack. Let's see where I can get with these 7 torches. Probably maybe to the door. And then tomorrow I'd have to find the dragon with my other 7. I could just complete it on stream. I'm still using this team. It's getting slow, but once again, staying with the girl I brought to the dance with this one. Hasn't failed me yet. Boy, come on. Got an instant kill. Starting to take skulls and stuff too, just to help with the damage. Alright, we got Caffrey. Do we have alignment anywhere? Of course not. Alright. Let's just take purple. Let's do it on purple. Oops! I didn't mean to pick green. I meant to pick purple. My input did not go through. Almost there. Fights are becoming a slog, but we're almost done. So I don't want to sit there and make a team. Like, making a team would take probably like 5 minutes. Which, I don't know, that might be a net gain. Dawnbringer. It's one of those situations where I never get to use Dawnbringer, Dustbringer, so I wanted to use it. Like Arachnean Weaver in the Invasion. I never get to use Arachnean Weaver, so I wanted to use it. Like in Rage Kurandara last week or whatever. I never get to use it. It was one of the better options, so I used it. Oh, you didn't get up. I probably should have picked a better color. Alright. Sucks about Dustbringer is it keeps reapplying the death marks if you keep casting it. So those death marks aren't super likely to go off. They could, though. I just keep reapplying them. So there's no 1-turn delay to let them go off. But like if I take skulls, give it a chance. I could do red. I think I'm using Titan class. That's why I have that barrier most of the time. Hey, a death mark went off. Go off, go off, go off, go off, go off. Ah. Go off, go off, go off. Ah. Oh well. Alright, highest level, we got 194 and we got 200. So we're gonna go 200. How are we doing with our guild wars? Yeah, how's everybody else doing? Y'all know that I'm undefeated with the set every day. But how are y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing just the same. That would tickle my pickle if everybody else was also undefeated. Ooh, free skulls, nice. Sometimes I like to give the weapon a second to maybe get a death mark. Brown to what color here? Blue? Blue? And let's take skulls, give it a chance. Death mark. Which in the end, I don't know if that even helps. It's like we hit them all at the same time, so even if we kill with skulls or death mark, it feels like the battle still goes the same amount of time. They would like all have to die to death mark. But you never know, like one of them, our hero's about to die. We're gonna have to keep taking Brown to keep him alive. We're good though. It's gonna suck as if I'm on like Diamantina or Ruby Wrath and they kill my hero. Because then I just have 3 Caffreys, which are not gonna be able to do it. 207, highest level. These are some of the hardest fights though. These are like the highest level fights. We're in the last section fighting the hardest fights. This is a nice representation of how it's gonna go. Death marks. Let's get rid of this. Let's cast again. Let's get it back. Cool thing about Caproo is he does brown, so he gives us a barrier too. When he has alignment. Ooh. We're getting hit though. Alright, like 2 more casts. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion. That'll give them skulls, so why not do this? Oh, death mark. It's nice to see, even though it probably isn't making the fights faster. Gotta help sometimes, it can't hurt. Do yellow. Win again! How's everyone doing? I will finally get my Dustbringer when Drifting Sands comes to the Soul Forge in beginning of September. Nice! It's never been the belle of the ball, you know? There was always Dawnbringer. Now there's Ruby Weapon. It's kind of like CT. You know, it's the Rasku. Like, he's cool. If there was no Zul'Goth or Maelstrom Dagonath, we would probably like CT way more. It's what kind of how Dustbringer suffers. Like, there's always been Dawnbringer, who's always been slightly better than Dustbringer, and now there's Ruby Weapon. It's like, it's the same thing. It's like Diamantina almost. Like, Diamantina equals Dustbringer equals CT. They're like the ugly stepchild. Even though if the other ones did not exist, they would be used way more. But they suffer from the other ones existing. Diamantina would be used all the time if there was no Chrysantherax and Stellaryx. CT would be used a little bit more, at least, if there was no Zul'Goth and Maelstrom Dagonath. Dustbringer would be used more if there was no Ruby Weapon or Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer is now like Stellaryx. Dawnbringer is now like, I don't know, I guess Zul'Goth or Maelstrom Dagonath, whatever. It almost works as a comparison. I still use Zul'Goth and Maelstrom Dagonath, but I also still use Dustbringer and Dawnbringer sometimes. They're still good. It's like when I have Ruby Weapon though, like to be able to skip right past their armor and just go straight for the jugular. No fiddle farting around, no foreplay. Can't beat going straight for the jugular. Usually people value the barrier more than the death mark. Like, the death mark's not guaranteed to go off, and the barrier is definitely going to help Dawnbringer. I think Dawnbringer might hit harder too, maybe. Slightly. Dawnbringer used to be the thing back in the day. That's back when we used to soul farm too. Like, remember when Dawnbringer was like the thing? It was like the best, one of the best things in the game. That's when it was fine to soul farm. Back in those days. There was a time where Dawnbringer was like the thing. Everybody was saving up for it. Everybody was trying to get it. Once you got it, you felt super powerful. Nowadays, that's Chrysantherax. Or Ruby Weapon. Alright, there's the door. We got there. I have to fight this fight either way, because I'm going to kill the 7th dragon. Let's do it. I might just do the whole Underspire here. If I don't know. I would waste gems, but I wouldn't have to do it tomorrow, I guess. And it'd be cool to show on live stream. Alright, Submerge would suck, but I can curse it away. I can curse it away, no big deal. Let's take brown when possible so we can get our, make sure our barrier is always on. Let's take skulls sometimes. It's a hard fight. It's like the hardest regular fight. It's right before the last boss. Critical shit. I was holding it in while I was driving. I had to take a critical shit. I ran inside, pinching my cheeks together. I barely made it to the toilet. It was a critical shit. Probably should have just took the purple there. Found a different conversion. Let's do blue. I was playing baseball, and it was my turn to go up to bat. And I was pinching my cheeks together. I forgot I ate something strange before the ball game, and it was making my stomach rumble. I was hoping that I would not get up to bat for once. I was hoping we would lose, because if I had to go up to bat, well, I had to take a doo-doo. I need someone to pitch hit for me so I could take a pitch hit. Actually, you just run real quick. You're supposed to be in the on-deck circle. Just hurry up. Go squat down somewhere, and then win the game. That's what I did. Coach, I gotta poop. You know what I mean? He's like, you're on deck, bro. I said, psh, this poop's gonna be on deck if I don't go poop. Just sub somebody in for me if I don't make it back in time. And I made it back in time. I had a little bit of TP on my cleat. And I hit a freaking double to left field and won the game. That's a critical shit. If I didn't, I'd be weighed down. I'd be swinging all crazy. I'd probably get a strikeout. Even if I hit that double, I'd be running to second, fall over, poop my pants. Slide in, have extra brown on my pants. Maybe they wouldn't tag me though, because I would smell so bad. Like be a sweaty wrestler. You know what I mean? Like you lit it on purpose. You're trying to win the ball game. It's your turn to go up to bat. You poop your pants on purpose. That way the catcher is like putting down the wrong signs. He's like holding his nose. The umpire giving you balls and telling you to go to first base because he just wants you to get away from him. Not even looking at the strike zone at all. He's just like, just go to first, buddy. You can smell like you pooped your pants, didn't you? Then you win the ball game. Pooping your pants. Or you can go let it out, hope you get back in time, and then hit the winning double like I did. Back in the day when I was an astronaut, the Lamborghini, going to space, teaching the teacher in chemistry. He didn't know what he was talking about. I had to tell him, no, you're wrong, sir. I'll teach the class. I was in this class last year. I failed. So I know everything. I was listening. I'm smart. I just didn't do my homework, and I was sleeping sometimes, and I was late. I was hanging out with the ladies. I was listening. I'm smart. I just didn't do my homework. But I'll teach the class for you, buddy. Got that one wrong. I don't know. I'm just gonna match something there. We had no alignment. We had nothing going on. Okay. Can you die, Goblin Rocket? I used to like Goblin Rocket. Back in the day when I made, like, my first, like, this account, probably. I used to use Goblin Rocket, I think. Like, triple Goblin Rocket. That was a team back in the day. You do, like, some sort of weapon, like, explodey weapon or something, triple Goblin Rocket, and then you could, like, you get an extra turn, you, like, target the board in a certain way, and You can almost loop on it, kinda. He wasn't the best looper, but he was all we had back in the day, type stuff. It's a goblin, he gets an extra turn, he explodes the board, you can do some board control type of stuff. He does damage. He's still good to this day if it's your first ever team. That's why I always say goblins. I think I did use worms a little bit too. What did you guys use as your first, like, your first team ever? Like on your first account, first team ever. For me, I think it was Rockworm and Goblin Rocket. Like, it was two different teams. It wasn't on the same team. But I had like my Rockworm team, and I had my Goblin Rocket team. I think I even upgraded my Goblin Rocket team with like a Jarl Fire Mantle. Like, I got a legendary troop. I'm like, let's throw him on there. He does yellow and red. Goblin Rocket uses yellow and red. Can maybe make some stuff happen there. I made this like Jarl Fire Mantle Goblin Rocket team that I used to use. Then I got Bone Dragon, and I started using Bone Dragon. Then I got Famine, and I thought Famine was good back in the day because I was a beginner, and it was like my first mythic ever, I think. And it was okay back then. Back then when there wasn't so many mythics, Famine was alright. It's the best Apocalypse mythic. It drained all their mana, it hit really hard. There wasn't like Chrysanthrax just turning stuff to dust back then. We kind of had to kill stuff one thing at a time almost. There wasn't like loopy teams. And back in my day, I walked uphill both ways in the snow. Alright, should I buy more, or do you guys, are you all done with it? Do you care? Basically, do you care? Do you guys want to see the almost 20 of y'all? Do you want to see the rest of this, or do you want me to go do something else? Like Festivus. We can tell the poll our grievances. Yeah, I was just going off on my tangent rants that was nonsensical. Crow. Good morning, Classic. But yeah, yo, getting Dustbringer is good. It's one of the best weapons in the game. It would be like getting Stellarix or Diamantina. It'd be like getting CT or Enraged Kurndar or something. It's a really good accomplishment. And you have to wait so long. It's like when it finally comes around, it's like, woo! Your first team was Goblins with Mang because I loved extra turns. That's a good one. I might have been using Mang too. Trying to see, do you guys want me to continue with the Underspire? Also, what was your very first team in this game way back in the day? Like, what'd you build it around? You don't have to remember, like, the exact all 4 slots. What was your main, like, what was the troop? Did you start recently and you knew that you should use Rowan? Or did you start 8 years ago like me and you were using Rockworms and Goblin Rockets? And I'm probably saying troops that didn't even exist back then, but that's what I remember. I don't know. I definitely had a Jarl phase. I had a Bone Dragon phase. When the Guardians came in, like Courage and the first Guardians, you know. Guardians had their time and place. There was Courage and Justice. There was that little, like the first Guardians that came in. And they were like pretty good when they first came in. Then we got the Finesse, the Ferocity, the Persistence. We got all those. And those were good when they first came in. And now we don't even barely use them anymore. That's how Gems of War is, though. Something is, like, really good, and then, remember, like, Chalcedony, Secra, Suraluin? We had our little phase there. I don't know if they nerf stuff, per se, or they just bring way better stuff in that to where you don't use them anymore. Like, Guardians never got nerfed, but we just don't use them that much anymore. I used to recommend them so heavily before I did my new account playthroughs, and then I did it. I put myself in that person's shoes, and I'm like, alright, well, it's kind of hard to actually get the weapon that's supposed to go with the Guardians, and it's kind of hard to, like, get 3 and fully ascend and fully trait these Guardians. If you can, it's nice. If you get Nimbus Bow, it's the right time of year, and you get the weapon, and then you get, it's nice to have, and I still recommend those Guardian teams for beginners, but it's not as easy as just, like, you know, Goblins, Rowan, Underworld. Like, I'm trying to make it as seamless and painless as possible, instead of recommending Guardians where you have to get Nimbus Bow, or you have to get Rage Reaver, or you have to get Axe of the North or something, some very specific weapon that only comes around once every 38 weeks. If you happen to be on that week, yeah, get it, yeah, do it, but most likely, you're better off doing like Goblins, Rowan, Underworld. Because that's always there. You know how I do. I don't like or, maybe. I'm telling you stuff that you can do right now, all the time. But how I try to give advice, like it applies to the most people can do it. You don't have to wait for certain things. But do you guys want to see me finish this? If you do, I'll buy right here. If you don't, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll have 7 more torches. I'll have to find the dragon. But also, put your what's your first ever team, your first troop that you actually made a team for? We get our hero, we get random weird troops, but what's your like first team you remember where it was actually a team and you built around it, like a Goblin Rocket or a Jarl or a Rockworm? Like I did triple Rockworm for a while. Put a bunch of brown on the board, loop a little bit, hit their last slot. I did that for a while. Goblins, Goblin Rocket, Jarl, Bone Dragon, Courage, Justice. That was like my progression. Famine, I think, had a little time. I did like a Courage, Bone Dragon thing, I think. There was like Justice, Queen Mab. I remember that back in the day. Some of these were like tacit teams that I probably just saw him using when I wasn't YouTubing yet. Or maybe I just started. But some of them were my own, like the Jarl Goblin Rocket thing, which worked pretty good. But now, like, none of those, you wouldn't... You know, Goblins are still good as your very first team, but... And they're still good throughout the game, but Bone Dragon, not viable anymore for real. Justice, Courage, we don't really use those anymore. You would probably not build a whole team out of Goblin Rockets after you get Rowan. Guardians have kind of fallen off a little bit just because they need a super specific weapon. But what I would do if I'm not doing Underspire here, I would play some guild event maybe. Would be my next like invasion. Maybe I'll just do that. I still got this. I think it's still really good. I think doing the tower killers is also a good strat. But I'm just like, I like to pay some attention to my Arachnian Weaver. You know, we never get to use it. Why not bring it out? It does just as good as like a tower killer, so why not? If you got it, flaunt it. Well, let's do a little bit of this since nobody's really saying. Tomorrow, I hope to have a P99 video. I have literally nothing right now. I should probably get off here and go make it for tomorrow because Mrs. Senny's off tomorrow and I can't make it tomorrow. So I got to fit that in my day somehow. Monday, we got Tower of Doom, right? Tower of Doom. I'll probably be scouting. That's how it's been going. I think my old guilds were in like different countries, so they would wake up way earlier than me. And now I think my new guild's like in United States mostly, so I wake up earlier. So I get to scout, which is cool. So I like showing that on stream. Just how you would do it if you were a scout, you know? But we got Tower of Doom Monday. We got Volpakia. Let's look at that real quick. Volpakia. Give you a sneak peek. This is the kingdom with Phoenix. Stellarix is here, but you can't get it through event keys or anything like that. If you don't have Azaleas for some reason, you might be able to get it. Foxglove, that was a holiday troop. You might be able to get that if you didn't get it. This is another good troop from the Underworld Crow. Foxfire King does true damage to all enemies. And you can 50% start it off of King Aberon. That's one I didn't mention that's really good. Aguara sucks. Phoenix is good. There's only 2 mythics here, so if you happen... I wouldn't recommend doing Volpakia with event keys, but you have a 50-50 shot at getting an okay mythic. Like, Phoenix did not make our top 20 or top 30, but it's probably like a B+. Pretty good. So many mythics. Like, if there wasn't so many mythics in the game, this would be a really good mythic. Hits all enemies with true damage or summons, and it blesses and enchants on 4 or more gems. So that would have been a good mythic like 4 or 5 years ago. If you happen to miss, you get like Foxglove, Azaleas maybe. There's just not enough stuff here yet for this to be a good Event Key Kingdom, but maybe if you weren't around when Volpakia came in, or... I don't know. It's cool that Stellarix is from here, but you can't get it. Event Keys. I don't know, I was just checking out Volpakia for a minute, because that's what's up next week. The weapons. Anything cool? Eh. Anyway. Man, it's hot in here. Hold on a sec. How long have we been streaming? You guys deserve a big old stream today. Okay, 2 hours. We're getting there. Might do like 2.5. Let's turn this up a little. If you can hear the fan, I'm sorry. I'm freaking hot. I think I turned the air off again. In fact, let me go check. One sec. Oh boy, it's on. I think it's just this headset. This headset makes me hot. It's got like really big earpieces. Like a big headset, so it makes me hot when I have it on for a long time. Alright, I turned up the fan. Oh well. Okay, so what would I do now? What are we doing? More guild event. I'll use up all my sigils. Let's see where we're at though. I like to... Oh, one thing I was thinking about, I want to do some accomplishments in this game. Like, I want to start targeting, like, I've had just a random, I wanted to level my kingdom level and power was my recent, like, thing I was concentrating on. But, at the moment, we're kind of, like, in between on that. Like, we don't have enough books or deeds or anything to, like, do another kingdom, most likely, for a while. But I'll keep working on it. But... I need, like, maybe I'll go get the Horde Mimic Mythic finally. I feel like that's slightly embarrassing for me not to have at the moment for my YouTube channel. I'm supposed to be this big bad YouTube Gems of War guy, and I don't have Horde Mimic Mythic, but you know why, because I feel like it's useless. But maybe I'll go get it. Maybe that'll be my first goal. I'll start giving myself goals in this game, like Horde Mimic Mythic, or 6th Sentinel, or... win a leaderboard. Like, I'm gonna start winning, like, some leaderboards. Like, I'm gonna make it, like, undeniable that I was one of the best at this game. If I ever, like, retire, and this game is still around, I want people to be mentioning, oh, remember Cynical? He was really good at this game. Maybe go get, some speedrun.com first place world records or something. Oh, they did barrier. Stupid. I have to cast again. Oh well. You gotta start slow with winning leaderboards. Like, just go win my 30-man PvP one, and then maybe win like a guild. Like, just go crazy in some guild event and get first place in my guild, and then like maybe win like a class event, solo type of thing, like, and then just work my way up to. But you have to have lots of gems, that's the problem. So I've been spending all my gems. I would have to like change strategies. If I want to go for leaderboards, I would have to save all my gems up to go for those leaderboards. Just kind of a waste. It would be just like a... I don't know. That's why I don't do it really, because it is kind of a waste. I would get something. I would get, like, for getting first place, you get something. It's like a power orb or chaos orbs, but I would have to spend a ton of gems, and it would just be to show that I could do it, type of thing. Like, that's a... I guess that's some things in games. It's just like, to show that you could do it, like achievements and stuff like that. You don't really get anything. The way I think about this game is like, make myself more powerful, get everything in the game, and that's how I focus on... I'm focusing on getting stats so I can be more powerful. You know, get closer to having everything in the game type of stuff. Winning leaderboards doesn't do that. Getting achievements doesn't do that. And that's how I think, I guess, but I might do it anyway, just for fun, like, get first place and stuff. It's just it doesn't ever, like, doesn't impress me, though. Like, anybody getting first place in just a time, it's like, you have to be good at the game. Remember, this is my 3 things. Like, for winning a leaderboard, there's 3 things involved. Number 1, you do have to be kind of decent at the game, but 66% of it is having a bunch of gems and a bunch of time. So 33% of winning a leaderboard is just time, how much time you got to play the game. You could have all the gems and all the skill, and you could still lose because you don't have as much time to play the game as somebody else. That's kind of annoying. I could win a leaderboard whenever I want, but I can't spend 15 hours a day, like, just to get first place. It's the problem. But if anybody out there has ever wanted to win a leaderboard, that's basically what you have to do. You have to have a decent team, yes, but the majority of it is having enough gems and time. If you don't have enough gems, somebody's going to outspend you, buy more turns. If you don't have enough time, same thing. They kind of go together, gems and time. If you don't have the gems, you might as well not even try it. If you do have the gems, make sure you also have the time, or else you're going to waste your gems, because somebody else is going to have the same gems as you, but they're going to have more time. So it's usually, like, for leaderboards, like the last fight or whatever, it doesn't really get... Sometimes it doesn't even get harder and harder and harder. Sometimes it's the same fight. Think about Bounty. Think about, like, there's certain events where it's, like, just the same fight over and over and over and over and over. Like, Journey does get harder and harder, but some of them don't. Like, right now, let's look at our stats here. We got 146 HP. You can look at the level, too, I guess. Like, some events, they get harder and harder, and some they don't. So we got level 135 right now, right? Let's see if it goes higher on Invasion. I forget. The stats are getting higher, so I think it does. Because my Arachnian Weaver is eventually not going to one-shot. Or, you know, see right there, it didn't. But it can still, like, crawl up the team. It's a spider, and it's crawling up the team. So I think Invasion does get harder and harder and harder. But stuff like Bounty doesn't. You do the same fights over and over and over and over and over. So winning that, it's like a huge just time issue. Like... Dun, 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 dun. See, now they're 137 on the Invasion. So Invasion does get harder. Maybe it's like guild events get harder and harder and single player ones don't or something. I don't know. It's like in a faction event. Eventually you're going to get to level 500 and it's never going to get harder. You're just going to keep doing 500 over and over and over. As long as you have a team that can beat that, you could go for as long as you want. As long as you have the time. And Bounty, it's the same last fight. Doesn't ever get harder. Well, I'm trying to say it doesn't all impress me. It's mostly a time and gem issue, not a skill issue. Alright, we have to do this again. It's getting harder. Now it's like I might as well just cast the ruby weapon 3 times. Got 2 more. Let's see what y'all been saying as I was checking the air. Where is best to farm gold ingots? Shirtless Cinny, yeah. Ingots, I don't know, man. I've never had to farm ingots before. Like legendary ingots for weapons? Where is that? Isn't it like Delves? Don't Delves give ingots? I think Delves is the best place to be getting ingots. I'm not very good anymore about specifically telling people where to farm one thing. I'm better at like telling you how to play the game in a way that will get you everything, and you'll never have to farm anything. So I haven't farmed like one specific thing in a long time, so it's hard to remember. But I'm pretty sure ingots are like doing your delves, like getting your delves, like your factions, your underworld, like that's a good place to get ingots, I think. It's been a while since I've had to farm like one specific resource. We're at the ruby weapon. We can't do Arachnian Weaver. I don't like doing it when it's not killing. Now it's like I might as well cast the ruby weapon 3 times, but I guess I'll do it. It does explode, so yeah, might as well. I want to use my Weaver. I don't want to take a bath. I don't want to go to school. Getting hungry. Getting hungry, I'm going to go eat something, and then I'm going to feel like crap, because, I don't know, my body doesn't like food. My mouth likes food, but my body doesn't. I always eat too much, and then I feel like crap. But I never gain weight, either. Let's kill this thing before it casts. I don't feel like dealing with that. Let's kill that thing. Let's do this. And we can't kill them with that yet. These fights are getting harder. Nothing that's gonna kill me, though. It's just making stuff take longer. Alright, I ran out of sigils. I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. If the guild needs me to do more tomorrow, I will. I'll have more sigils, and then if I have to, I'll buy it further in the shop. That's always how it goes. I try not to spend... I'm not going to play the event if the event's all the way done. I try not to spend more on the event if, you know... Like... like, not specific names here, but, like, if these people would do more, then I wouldn't have to buy more in the shop. So... I'm kind of waiting till the last day. Like, I'm never expecting these people to do more. You know what I mean? Like, we just need the bottom people to do something. And then nobody would have to buy more. So I kind of wait and give them a chance to do something. And then if I have to, I'll buy and help on, like, Sunday night. I like giving them a chance. I don't want to just say, man, they're never going to do nothing. They're getting zeros. They blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll give them a chance, though. Like, let them... What if they play everything on Sunday? You never know. Make sure I did all this. I think so. Hey, I got promoted, by the way. I almost didn't. I was almost happier not getting promoted. First of all, I'm ahead of DC now, which is a travesty. I should not be ahead of DC. And getting promoted puts me up there to be able to be demoted, which pisses me off. So I almost don't want to be promoted, but it is what it is. I'll try not to get mad this time if it happens. I'll just be happy. I'll be like, okay, I'm back where I need to be. So that's what happened with the Mana Bombers, but they were, like, specifically trying to piss me off, I feel. Like, they looked for a reason, and then they did it, because they knew it would make me mad. And then they knew I'd flip out, and then they knew they could kick me out. So they kind of tricked me, but they suck anyway, so it is what it is. I'm better off now. Imagine kicking somebody out that went 15-0 at 3 sets. And it's not like I was, like, talking a bunch of shit or something every day. Occasionally on stream I would say something, and that just hurt their feelings and tweaked their nipples. And it was mostly for a good reason. Like, hey, you shouldn't be getting boons. Hey, you shouldn't be going up to floor 80 in the Tower of Doom, wasting your time. I'm trying to help you. Trying to explain to you why it's stupid to go all the way to floor 80 in Tower of Doom. Nobody else is going to floor 80. You're doing it for no reason. You're probably still going in every single door all the way up to floor 87 and then bragging about it. And it's like, dude, there's no need for that. I'm trying to save you time. I'm trying to help you out. You could be doing anything else in the game. Be the same person that's going off and gold farming or soul farming because they don't have gold or souls because they went to floor 87 in the Tower of Doom for no reason and wasted all their time. And they could have been doing a faction event or something like that instead and actually have the gold. Or do a vault event and have the souls, or play the other events they're supposed to be playing to get everything else. But no, they go to floor 89 in the Tower of Doom. For no reason. The leaderboard sucks, so that's not a good reason. It's a net negative. So that's not a good reason. Nobody else is going to floor 89, so you're doing every single room and documenting it for no reason. 90% of the guild is going to go to floor, like, 30. So you wasted 50 times 4, I'm just trying to help you out. And then they kicked me out. 200 fights they did for no reason. And then they were like celebrating boons. When if you get boons, that means you're an idiot that didn't follow instructions. Unless you're the scout. If you're the scout, you're supposed to get boons. You're going in every room, so of course you're getting boons. But if there's 20 people in the guild getting a bunch of boons, then there's 15 people that are stupid going in the wrong rooms and not following the scout's advice and making it to where might as well not even have a scout. And then that's waste. And then they would get all defensive and stand up for the people that are wasting their time. I'm trying to save your time and tell you not to go to floor 89. And then they're like getting mad that I have no boons, and I'm telling other people who aren't following their instructions, first of all, because they're getting boons. They're sticking up for those people. Like, look, well, you know. Okay, they're basically flipping you off and saying, I don't care what you like, all your work is for nothing. Now I'm saying you don't need to do that work. Go do something else. It's fine. Like, we don't need to go to floor 80. And then I'm the one that gets yelled at and thrown out of the guild. It's such a stupid, boneheaded reason. It's funny. I was picking on old people, I know. I don't even know how old they are. They said I was, yeah, that's what they said. Whatever the word was for picking on old people. I don't know how old these people are. That's crazy. How am I supposed to know? These are all random names on a screen to me. Only thing I can tell you is that you shouldn't be going to floor 89. Like, I don't know what you are. You could be an alien baby. You could be an alien baby for all I know. I'm not picking on you because you're old. How do I know how old you are? That's weird. That'd be like calling me racist or something. Like, I don't know what color you are, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how old you are. I don't know anything about you. You're just a name on a screen. For most people. Yeah, blessing in disguise for sure. They were weird. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. I like when I lose my shit too. It is funny. Especially when, like, I didn't do anything wrong for real, and then it's like, of course, I'm me, and then, you know, here and there, I probably say stuff I shouldn't say, but that's not a good enough reason to get kicked out of a guild. Especially when I'm just trying to help you. Alright. Some people don't want to be told what to do. They want to sit on the toilet backwards and with their pants on and take a poop in their pants. And then they yell at you for telling them, if they're just suggesting, hey, maybe take your pants off, or at least down to your ankles. Maybe turn and sit the other way on the toilet. Just maybe. Maybe open the seat. You're sitting on the seat with it closed, with your pants on, facing the tank, and you're just pooping in your pants. All I'm saying, I'm just suggesting, just to save you some time, right? You don't have to wash your clothes every time after you take a dookie. You know, I'm trying to save you time. Just saying. You could open the lid, first of all. You could do that. You could take your pants down, second of all. And then you could actually, like, go in the water instead of just crapping all in your pants on the lid. But, okay, whatever. Kick me out for trying to help you. This guy's trying to tell me not to poop in my pants on the toilet with the lid closed facing the tank. Oh, what an a-hole. That's how it was. Alright, what else do I need to do here? So I did all this. I did as much of that as I want to do. I did this. We did Guild Wars. 15-0 at 3 sets. I gotta keep saying it, because it sounds so good. We did Invasion. We used all of our sigils. We did Underspire. We used all our torches. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, because worst case scenario, I go every wrong way. I use all 7 torches. I can still buy more. But hopefully I get it done within the 7 torches and I don't have to buy more. I have 3 sentinels. That's not bad. Ooh, look, I'm on 84. I should probably just do it today, man. I could get it done. Alright, so do you guys want me to finish this or do some vault keys? That's the 2 things left. I'll put up a poll. It's only for like 10 minutes, too. Let's do a poll for fun. Vault keys or finish Underspire. What should I do for last 10 to 15 minutes? Start poll. Alright, you guys vote. One of y'all can vote and I'll do it. What can I do in the meantime? While y'all vote, I don't know. I'll do PvP while y'all vote. I gotta get some gold marks down here. I guess I could have put that on the poll too, but... Got Mystic. Okay, I need to do Mystic. Alright, I already got a team, so that's cool. I'll do a couple of these fights while y'all vote. Vote on the poll in the chat. We're gonna finish the stream off with either Underspire or Vault Keys. I don't want to sway it. We're gonna either finish Underspire or open like 10 to 20 Vault Keys, something like that. Whatever takes like 10 to 15 minutes. It's about how much I got left in the tank today. 10 to 15 minutes. Do you guys like the potion gems or not like them? A lot of people on the forums hate them. For me, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe when I start like farming VP and I'm trying to go fast, I might not like it because it kind of makes the fights take longer. So the pros of the potion gems in PvP are that you're probably gonna win because of them. But the cons are, it makes it take longer. So if you're farming VP, you don't want to see the potion gems. And if you're just doing like Citadel Wars or Gold Marks, you kind of don't mind them. But people on the forum freaking hate them, because I think that's like people farming VP. And if you're trying to just hurry up and go fast, and then you got these potion gems exploding all over, doing a bunch of extra turns, just make stuff take longer. But I say, why don't you just choose a different spot then? Like, don't go here then. There's usually multiple fast options, like purple, one of the color restrictions, unrestricted. If you don't like the heroic gem, go to a different one. But I get it. Does make it slower. I don't know what you could do though. They would have to change the whole system. Like, people choose which one they want, and then it's in there. So it's one of the options. People need to stop choosing it. You know, if you don't want potion gems, then you need to get on global or something and say, hey, you dummies, quit picking potion gems. Which I don't think they're dummies, but maybe you do. I kind of like them. Because normally I'm just trying to win the fights, and I don't care if it takes an extra like 30 seconds or something, or a minute to win the fights, get my gold marks, or get my Citadel Wars fights done. But if I get into like seriously farming VP and trying to win a leaderboard, it might make me mad. But I'd probably just switch spots. I don't know if I would go complain on the forum. Probably just go to a different restriction, different location. I can't remember the last time I ever went on the forum and complained about something. I usually just find a workaround or just do something different. If I don't like something, I just don't do it. Or I find a different spot to do it. Usually I'm on the... Last time I actually posted on the forum, I was trying to give advice, and you know how it goes. Somebody asked a question, I give them a perfectly good answer, and then people come in there and tear apart everything I say, and... That's the type of people on there, though, or used to be. I don't know about right now, but 2-3 years ago, just people would tear you apart for no reason on the forum. Probably just because of my name, you know? Somebody was like, what happens when you match skulls in a fight? And I'm like, well, you do damage with your first slot if you match skulls based on your attack. And then somebody was like, based is a curse word in Norwegia, and you suck for saying it because you knew it was a curse word in Norwegia. You idiot. And they would say something stupid like that. I don't know. They would pick apart everything I say. Even if I'm right. They would find something. You didn't put a comma in there. You're obviously not smart. You can't be right about Gems of War because you did not use a comma. Your punctuation is not as good as mine. You must not be good at this game. Your advice cannot be good. My punctuation is actually pretty good, so that would not happen, but, you know. I might make fun of theirs. I love using people's own words against them. That's my favorite, and it pisses people off so bad. If you ever want to get back at somebody on the internet, that's what you do. I promise. Use their own words against them. It's so funny, and it pisses them off. Especially those type of people. Like trolls that are just trying to, like, pick at you. If they make one single typo, or if you can somehow use their own words against them, they hate it so much, and you win. That's what you do. I've done that for years, and it always feels so good to tear a troll down like with their own words, or they spell something wrong, they leave a typo, and like, yeah, buddy. Or you just like use their own thing against them, whatever it was, whatever they said. They make fun of Gems of War for being an easy game, and then you go to their thing and they're playing Lego Batman. You're like, oh, but Lego Batman's super hard though, huh? That game is one of the hardest games out there, isn't it? Like, do whatever they did to you, just do it back. Pretty much, if you can. Sometimes you can't, but I've had so many comments over the years that I have lots of practice at it. Or you can just mute them and then they talk to themselves. That's funny too. You get to say, I get the last word. It's funny, it's fun being a YouTuber. Somebody like leaves a little nasty comment and I just know they're irredeemable and I feel like blocking them. I can respond and then I can mute them so I don't have to listen to whatever they have to say back. It's fun. I got all the power in that situation. They get to say one thing to me, but then I get to craft a response that hopefully burns them way worse than I got burnt. And then I can mute them and they never get to say anything else back. Because I got the power. Nah, I'm not racist. You're a Minnesotan mailman? That's cool. Potion gems are situational? Yeah. Never played Lego games? Dude, when you die in a Lego game, you come right back right where you died. That's why I always use that as an example. They're fun. I played them. I played them with my kids and stuff. I'm not saying Lego games are bad. I just use it as an example for an easy game. I mean, if you're going for everything, like 100% completion in a Lego game, it could be hard. But, like, just the regular game, you're running through, you die, you spawn right back where you died with, like, no consequence. That's why I always use it as an example. Alright, let's see what y'all voted on the poll. How many people voted? Why won't it let me... There it is. Nobody else wants to vote? There's at least 10 more of y'all that could vote. It's okay, though. I'm going to end it just so I don't influence the poll, but I'm just saying. So you guys want me to finish Underspire? Alright. That'd probably take longer. It's smart. You guys are too smart. Alright, let's buy. We're just going to buy as we need it. So I'm going to buy 5. Then do the fights. If I run out, I'll buy more. This is something I need to do. If you guys didn't vote on it, I probably would have done it tomorrow. But it's something I need done. So that's cool. We've got 1 down, 3 to go. Let's take skulls. I don't know why. I don't know if that's smart or not. Still trying. I'm still debating. Death mark, skulls. Should I? Or should I just get up Dustbringer, cast it 500 times? Knock that one into range. I mean, it gets rid of stuff so it doesn't cast, I guess. If I'm concerned about losing. Just probably kill stuff as I can. Alright, one fight down. Probably like 6 or 7 to go. I'm not even sure if I'm going the right way, so if I'm going the wrong way, we'll have more fights. You said that's how it's meant to be, Gemma, on top. People probably wonder why I have like a female name in this game. You have to know the Cine Cool channel lore for that one. It's the shout out to the fictional hot tub streamer. The fictional Gems of War hot tub streamer that never happened. I was gonna be their manager. I'll be your manager. If anybody out there wants to be I don't think it would work anymore though. This was back in the day. 3-4 years ago, you could have been #1 on Gems of War YouTube. If you would have been a hot tub Gems of War streamer. I don't know if it would work now though. But hey, you know, lots of people do female characters in their game. Who wants to look at a dude's butt the whole time? Like, you know, it's kind of... You can definitely defend it. If you make a female character in a game you're going to be playing for a long time, and why not look at a female butt instead of a man's butt the whole time? Like a third-person game? You always choose the dudes? That's a good defense for choosing a female character in a game. It's like, you know, if I'm gonna look at anybody's butt for hours and hours, man. Sometimes I'd rather sometimes I'd rather it be a female, but nah, the Gemma Jameson I don't want anybody to know who I am in the game anymore, because I feel like it's oh, I went the wrong way. Sentinel. It's a detriment. And people can look at my account, see how many gems I got, see how much gold I got, see how... Some people get jealous and weird. So now I'm just... I used to, like, really want to... Like, Sony Cool on YouTube. That was my name, so you knew to go subscribe. Which I don't know if that ever worked or not. But now I'm like, I just want to nobody to know. Oh, I got silenced. That's probably one of the worst things that could have happened. This battle's gonna be a huge slog now. That's... But... Should probably put on... Well... I put on Orpheus. That'll make the other fights take longer. I didn't know I was fighting a silent sentinel in this fight. It's like Kafru can't kill anything, dude. It's so annoying. I don't like it so. That's why I used to like Tak Shaka better. I'm just gonna sit here and keep looping. Never have the chance to cleanse. I'm gonna end up filling the whole board up with Deathmark gems. Just gonna give them their turn. Please let me cleanse, game. You know, what do you think's gonna happen here? Am I gonna lose? Like, if I wanted to not lose, I could not lose. I'm about to retreat, though, because this is very annoying. It's not even like I need to just pass turns, like, for real, like, not take extra turns. Maybe they'll die to Deathmark. Maybe I'll cleanse. I'm about to just do that. Like, I should take brown to get my barrier. But that's about it. So, do I have barrier? Yes. Alright, I'm just gonna take yellow or something. Alright, why don't we take skulls? Skulls do make me silenced, but we're also can kill that thing and get it out of here. Alright, now I'm not. Okay, now we're good. Sweaty wrestler, silent sentinel. Ooh, we got a Deathmark. Ooh, we got another one. One more troop. I missed a red extra turn. It's a nice thing to know, like, when to really concentrate and play perfectly and when to, like, just go. Like, this is in between, kind of. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna lose, so I don't have to, like, super concentrate, but I also, if I do lose, I lose a torch. There's some things in this game where there's, like, no consequence for losing. In that case, you wouldn't turn it into a brain buster. Guild Wars is where you do, like, the brain buster activity. Overthink it, check out every single move. Make sure you're making the best move possible. But some places, like Adventure Board, you wouldn't do that, because if you lose, who cares? Just a little bit of time wasted, I guess. But you're also wasting time if you're overanalyzing every move. And, that's some advice I could take. I need to know when to just go and not overthink it. Sometimes I overthink it and I waste time. And then I also need to play PvP more. Those are my two weaknesses on Gems of War. My two biggest weaknesses on Gems of War are not doing enough PvP and sometimes overthinking, like the enemy has like 12 HP left and there's one enemy left and I'm looking for a brain buster on the board. Or like the fight has no consequence if I lose or not and I'm trying to play too good. It's like that interview question where they ask you what's the worst thing about you and you're like, I just care too much. You know? It's kind of like that. I just play too good. Sometimes I just, you know, sometimes I just play too good. I need to like chill out, not play so good. That's my one flaw that I have. I just care too much and work too hard sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't ask for a raise enough. Sometimes I work too hard for too little. And I just care too much about the company that I work for. That's my flaws. I always want to come in. You know, even on my day off, I'll be trying to come into work. It's my biggest flaw. I like to give too many gifts to my boss. You know, that is a flaw of mine. The money that you give me on my check, I'll spend it on you. Then you get the job and you just like totally aren't any of that. Mrs. Cindy's always got these people. She does like interviews. She's like one of the big bosses. People lie so much. It's so funny. But then the dumb idiot owner makes them like a manager based off of all their lies. And then they suck and then they quit because they can't handle it. Why lie to get a job and then just like, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't lie to get a job. I think if you know, get in there and work, but earn it. Like, work your way up. That way you know what you're doing. It'll help you more in the long run. Obviously, you want more money. So you want to get the manager job so you get more money. But all that's going to happen is you're going to end up quitting because you suck. It's kind of like power leveling in EverQuest. Yeah, you got a character to level 50 and, you know, but you power leveled the whole way there. So now from 50 to 60, you're going to suck because you don't know what you're doing. So, like, lying to get a job, you get paid a little bit more for those first few months where they give you the benefit of the doubt because you're new. But then you're probably going to get fired or quit because they're going to ask you to actually do what you're supposed to be doing, and you're not going to know how to do it. So in the long run, you could have took a little bit less money. That way you can learn to be able to do what you're supposed to be doing, and then be the manager, and then make the money, and then work there for 5, 6 years, 10 years, instead of 6 months and get fired or quit. People are stupid. Like, most of these people, they're looking for a job for a reason type stuff. Like, you know what I mean? They had to either quit or get fired, or, you know, or they're jumping from job to job to job. I say they need to go, like, scout. Go out. She loves, like, her boss needs to, like, go eat at restaurants and then, like, you know, poach people. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it's the best way you're going to find good workers. Like, if somebody needs a job out there, they probably, it's for a reason. Best workers are, like, already working. To entice them. Pay them more. Go find the best workers at all the other places and then pay them more. That's what they do in baseball and football and stuff. It's not frowned upon in sports. It's because everything's out there, you can watch them, like on TV. Like how good they are. Guess they do wait till their contract's up and stuff, though. You could talk to them, be like, hey, whenever you get sick of this place, come work over here, I'll pay you more. Oh, not enough torches. I went the wrong way. They're making me complete the Underspire today, Anita. How's it going? Anita's here. Oh, and Anita with the gifted. Bye sometimes. Hey, you're the one looking at I'm just kidding. Never. You're just here for Gems of War advice. Have you ever got burned on cookware? A blister on your bum? Large one from cleaning an old stove. You're cooking last night, metal handle was over other burner touching the other pot? Oh no. Yoke says, would you rather not take a shower for a week or not change your underwear for a week? That's a good question. Probably rather not take a shower because you're just going to keep putting back on your dirty underwear after you take a shower? I don't know, though, you know? Both suck. So it's one of those questions where they both suck. So if you're able to take a shower every day, but then you're putting back on your dirty underwear, or you have to, or you can change your underwear but not take a shower. See, I would just try to not get dirty in the first place, I guess. Just eat no food, drink nothing, don't do any monkey business at night in the bed. Don't wrestle the wife for a little bit. So I'd probably choose the option where I'm allowed to change my underwear every day. I guess, I don't know. It's a hard one. Just try to stay as clean as possible and then throw on clean underwear every day. See if you take a shower and you put back on your old crusty baggy brownies, like you're definitely stinking. I think you're stinking sooner if you're putting on dirty underwear than if you don't shower. I guess not showering could stink pretty quick too. So yeah, both options suck. I don't know. I'm leaning towards I'd rather have... I guess you could wear no underwear and just shower. So I'd probably do that. So I'd choose the shower option, and then I would just go commando. So I figured it out. I figured out the answer to your question. I would shower every day and not wear underwear. But if you're forcing me to wear baggy brownies with a poop streak in them, I might, I don't know. That'd be a harder question. Guess you just try not to get poop streaks in your baggy brownies. Guess you don't always, that doesn't always happen. Only on Tuesdays, right? So I'd only be worried about Tuesday. My baggy brownie Tuesdays. You just want to hear my answer? Crow said, I rushed the sink for cold water, then alternating 2 cold packs for about 2 hours. That's weird, because Mrs. Cindy burned herself the other day, too. You guys are talking about burning yourself, and she just burned herself. Run water over it right away. My wife won't let me do those things, right? Crow says, it was so painful, but this morning I can barely tell it happened. Before this, a much smaller burn would get me a bothersome blister. Or you could just take a shower and leave the underwear on. I figured it out eventually. Bring in the underwear in the shower, yeah. Baggy brownies. You know, the opposite of tidy whities. Baggy brown. You get a fresh pair of tidy whities. The complete opposite of that is baggy brownies. You know what I mean? It's a joke I stole from some comedian a long time ago, and I forget who it is, so I can't give credit. If you can figure it out, let me know. I'll give them credit. It's probably Carrot Top. Pendulette. Cartman. I don't know who told that joke first. It's probably Cartman. The old famous comedian named Cartman. Probably Beavis or Butthead, actually. The famous comedian Beavis. He was doing a stand-up routine, talking about baggy brownies. Probably look it up on the internet. Just look up baggy brownies. Or maybe I just saw it somewhere randomly. I don't know. I forget. Could have been on a forum somewhere for all I know. Just carry it with me for years and then act like it's my invention. No one else cares. Let me have it. It's not that funny. Should have done. See, the more I talk, the more weird stuff I say. That's why you gotta keep it going. You get to hear the weird stuff. Talk about looking at my female character's butt. Sometimes. Baggy brownies. Wrestling the wife. Alright. Come on, baby. We need this dragon so I can get out of here. I got pudding brain. Got pudding brain. Need kill. Need win. Need dragon. Is this when I get slightly annoyed with Gems of War? Is God, no, I need to switch my team. But I don't want to. But the fights are taking a long time. I would probably not be doing this right now, actually. I would take a break, go eat, and probably finish up tomorrow. That way I don't have to feel like this. But sometimes when I'm trying to hurry up and get something done for the next day or whatever, like, and it's going like this, it's like... I don't love this type of stuff. I know, it's like I know I'm gonna win. Just like a matter of time. Like, Guild Wars earlier was fun, because I didn't know I was gonna win. And then if I do, it's like really exciting. Feels good. This, it's like I know I'm gonna win. It's just a matter of time. And even if I don't, there's not a huge consequence. If I lose, I'd be really mad, because it's already starting to get annoying towards the end here. So if I happen to lose, that'll make it take even longer. 2 more torches, can we do it? Swamp booty, itchy booty equals no goody. Made you spew your coffee? Good. There we go. I was cracking up. I already told y'all, but I was watching like a Rage compilation. If you ever want to have a good laugh, go watch one of those. If that's the type of stuff that makes you laugh. I like watching people rage out about games and stuff. Like, it cracks me up. Why am I about to match Brown? Something with horrible controls that they just get madder and madder and madder. And eventually, like, the thing's flopping all over the screen and they're screaming and banging on stuff, spilling drinks, throwing their controller. This guy can't be like a person that just gets mad easily either. It's funnier when it's a person and you can see it building. Like, the game does worse and worse. Slightly worse, slightly worse. The person's like, you can tell, you can see it building, like they're about to freak out and throw something. And then when it like something crazy happens on the screen, that's just the most annoying death ever. And then they flip out and start banging, screaming, and saying crazy stuff. First thing that pops in their head. I was laughing so hard I wasn't even making noise. About to go watch that again. I think it's the type of thing that can make me laugh twice, too. Alright, come on, man. We're so close. Come on. This is a good accomplishment, but I don't know that it's super interesting. Come on, dummy. What are you doing? There we go. Alright, show me the dragon, please. I'm about to use every trinket I got. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Ah! I'm about to say crazy stuff. How'd I go every wrong way? I was going so well. I had 84. I was about to get it done in like under 90 turns, and then I choose every wrong way for the last section. Well, now we know we're going the right way, but jeez. Think of some more good questions like that, Yoke. Present them to the chat and see what they say. Would you rather have $100 or your chrysantherax? You have to give up your chrysantherax. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one. Would you rather lick a toilet or lose all your progress in Gems of War? So if you don't lick the toilet, then you lose all your progress in Gems of War. Or you can lick the toilet and keep your progress. That would be a hard one. I definitely don't want to lick a toilet. I'd probably just start the game over. It'd be fun anyway. Licking a toilet's never fun. I've been thinking about maybe starting over anyway. I wouldn't like delete my account though. Only reason I don't do that, well, there's multiple reasons, but guild is always one, and then I just know like I have so much progress. Like, all right, I gotta buy the last one of the day to try to make it. Watch me be just short or something. Should I try to make another team? Would you rather be able to fly or have super strength? I'd probably, I don't know, dude. Those both have good. If you can fly, you can like get places faster. You don't have to worry about traffic. I don't know though. How many people can you carry when you're flying? Because I would still have to drive places to take people places. Like, just because you can fly doesn't mean you never have to drive again. You got cargo. Unless you can carry your kids in your back pocket. Be cool for whenever I'm going somewhere by myself. I could fly. Super strength would be cool, but like, when do you actually need it for real? You probably have to figure out how to use that. You could go arm wrestle people for money. Could join, could become a professional athlete maybe. You could throw the shot put out of the stadium. Flying would probably help you more on a day-to-day basis than super strength. But if you find a good way to apply your super strength that makes you money or something, you could be a fireman and you could just pick up the whole house and throw it in the ocean. Then no one will ever invite you to put out a fire again because you just threw their whole house into the ocean. Dang, they're gonna give me multiple ways to go now too. We might not get this done. I hope the dragon's right here. You'd rather lose your progress? Yeah. The funniest thing I ever saw was a live Mordheim streamer from New Zealand raging. I will never forget it. Yeah. Even a brand new toilet has places unknown. Yeah, somebody might have sat on it in the store. Yoke says the problem with making another Underspire team is there are not very many damage dealers. I know, I'd have to do like a Keeper of Souls, like Skull team probably. I already kind of looked at it the other day on stream. I just think it would take more time and it wouldn't go so much faster that it would be worth it. Like I could probably make a team that's a little bit faster for these harder fights, but by the time I make the team and tweak it and figure out how to use it perfectly, like, I don't know that I would have saved any time. I hope to see the dragon after this fight, for real. I don't know, there's 3 ways to go, and that usually isn't a dragon, but it could be, sometimes. Alright, one more, come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh boy, can you please? That was a lot of mana, and you did not. Off by 1. Alright, come on, show me a dragon. Oh no! 3 ways to go. Which way's the way? Well, there's like nowhere to go. Man. It's gotta be... I'm gonna go here. How many torches do I got? 3? So I got 3 chances. Please! What time is it? 1:30? Are you kidding me? How long have we been streaming? Jeez Louise. 3 hours? I'm acting like I ain't got nothing else going on. Dang, I wonder if he needed to go to work today. Crap. Oh, it's only 1:30. I don't know what I'm thinking. That's a little bit. That's what I get for saying I'll finish it. Now I gotta finish it. But if I run out of torches, I can't help that. Come on, baby! No, just do that. Alright, let's see what's up here. Dragon! 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 Oh my gosh, it's not a dragon! I'm about to start using trinkets. If I have any, which I probably don't, because I don't go open boss chests very often. And that's the only way you're really getting them. That's worth getting. About to eat a granola bar. Anybody else want to play this for me? You can take over, I'll just talk. I'll eat a granola bar, drink a drink. You can continue playing for me. Still never figured that out. I would love to look at people's accounts and give them very specific advice about... And it's not because it's hard. It's because I just haven't done it. I just need to get with Trey or somebody or DC and just try to do screen share and see how it works before I start doing it for real. You know there's people out there doing that crap in Guild Wars. I would do it to give advice, though, to people that need it. Hey, I picked the right way. One torch left. Alright, we're going to use a lantern, though, because this boss has the juicy, big, golden nuggets. I thought I was going to say knockers. Pretty much every restaurant I go to, I would eat the chicken nuggets. I don't know though, like Wendy's, I don't really like Wendy's chicken nuggets that much, but I would eat them. So I still would. You guys like chicken nuggets? Like if somebody gave you free chicken nuggets, you would probably never turn them down, right? I feel like that's one food I would never turn down, like free chicken nuggets. I don't always order them. It's not always like, I'd rather have something else most of the time. But somebody gave you like free chicken nuggets from somewhere, you'd probably eat them, right? It's not even that bad for you either, so if you're like on a diet, like obviously probably not great for you, but it's chicken. Free chicken nuggets. Who wouldn't eat them? Tell me in the chat and give me your reason why. Why? Why would you not eat free chicken nuggets? Are you allergic to chickens? What if you was allergic to air? Then you'd be a bubble boy. Or like grass. I guess some people are, but like, I mean like deathly. Touch grass like lava. Alright, we got the big golden knockers. I use this mostly for gold eliteing my mythics for Kingdom Power to get stats. Butt nuggets, yeah. Dingleberries, is that what you're talking about? We did not take a shower or change our underwear. We would definitely have some dingleberries. I guess you don't have to have dingleberries. You just wipe good. I have a torch. I think I'll just use it. I've been trying to double my silver because I don't want to get them out of whack too bad. Like have way too many gold and not enough silver, or way too many silver and not enough gold. I've been kind of keeping an eye on it. And that's just because I have extra lanterns. If I didn't have extra lanterns, I would always use them on gold. Such good value. Oh my goodness, are they trying to kill me? They trying to kill me in my last fight? That would be typical. I thought I was going to lose at Guild Wars today. But it didn't happen. So they're going to make me lose here. So I have to do this fight twice. Oh, I told you. Hey, that's tough. At least I already got the loot I want. And it was my last torch too. So, this is what you do. I might have to change teams though. Alright, we're trying with the lantern. So, if I lose here, then that would suck. Let's change to Elementalist. We can at least do that. And, so I'm gonna use Trinkets. I'm gonna use Elementalist. I might use Anu. Sometimes you gotta go all out on these. Whoops, wrong thing. Might even lose this fight. If I lose this fight, what happened? Hello? What happened? Oh. It moved me back. I'm like, why? Did I choose these? Choose. 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 I don't want bone, because that would just help them. Alright, let's try again. This is my last try. I'm not going to waste more than one lantern on this. Alright, let's play it like Guild Wars. I don't want to lose again. They're death marked. 1, 2, 3, nope. Alright, we gotta keep... Why? Oh, now I don't have barrier. That's wonderful. Sucks because Diamantina's at the bottom. It's harder to kill it. We're only doing 70 damage. You know? Takes quite a while to kill. I could use a boss killer. I'm kind of... If I was gonna, like, if I lose here, can use a boss killer if you're having big time trouble. It's kind of smart, actually, to switch to a boss killer. This is a boss, right? So you can... It's kind of like the thing we could have done at... in Guild Wars that I didn't have to do. We need a brown extra turn here. Blue? Critical shit. We already talked about that. Probably take any extra turn I can. Okay. Oh, I should have took those skulls. Okay, come on. We're not out of the woods yet. Of course, they don't get skull baited. Of course, they get an extra turn. Luckily, we were submerged. My hero's almost dead, though. No! Piss. We were so close. Wish I had an extra turn up there. Maybe I can make it happen. Brown. Could do blue. Blue work? Maybe. Let's try it. No! Oh, I still got skulls. Ah! Shit. We need Death Mark to go off, please. Go off. Death Mark, come on. Death Mark, go off for me. Oh, jeez. About to cast. I think we're dead. Damn it. Well, I'm about to get it done tomorrow. I tried. I just wasted a whole bunch of time today. At least I found the dragon, I guess. I will get it done. And I'm probably just going to use a boss killer. You know, I can replace like one Caffrey with a boss killer and probably be fine. I don't think there's any way I can win here. Oh well. Die to Death Mark, you mother effer. Please. Please. I'll give you a treat. I'll give you a treat. I'll give you a hot dog. Just die to Death Mark. I'll give you a hot dog. Give you a carrot. Just die to Death Mark for me. No! Dang it! Oh well. Can only do good for so long before my brain turns to pudding. And I wasted a lantern, so that's funny. It's a good funny end. I'll beat that tomorrow. You know, what you would do is just use a boss killer. You can take out the Diamantina real quick, and then you don't have to deal with that crap. But I got the main thing I was looking for, right? Just like in Guild Wars when I got the set. I was like, hey, if I lose this last fight, no big deal, because I got the set, which is way better. Same thing here, even though in Guild Wars I still won the last fight. I got the one I was looking for. I got the double gold knockers. This is just the last fight. And I'll have 7 torches to give it a go tomorrow. And I'll just switch to a boss killer, and I'll probably get it done on my first try. But if not, I got 6 other chances, so I'll get it done eventually. But yeah, I gotta get out of here. I'm giving up. I just don't have any... I can't buy any. I can't do anything. I'm out of turns. I'm not giving up. You say the craziest stuff, Crow. You say the craziest stuff, guy. I don't have any... I can't! Can't, dude. Can't do it. I'm not gonna waste another lantern. I already wasted one when I shouldn't have. I just don't have turns. I can't buy anymore. I'm not giving up. I can beat it tomorrow. Only reason you wouldn't eat free chicken nuggets is if you were sick. I would eat... if you want, I'll eat free chicken nuggets right now. Total quality... Toilet quality control inspector. Flushologist. Test out new toilets. Super strength? Yeah, you could jump higher with super strength. That's true. No problem. You guys are awesome. Thanks for a good stream today. And yeah, we got to go 5-0 in Guild Wars, 15-0 overall, 3 sets. I'm like 79-1 like in total, something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm lying on that one, but anyway, it's recorded that I'm 15-0 this week at least. So that was fun, and then you guys killed it with the train and slid it in sideways at the gas station parking lot DJ type of business, which is always awesome too. So double whammy. And I get older in a couple of days. And I get older. That's so much fun to get older. I guess you get older every day, but my number's going up by 1 soon. But we'll see ya. I'll see y'all Monday for the stream, Tuesday for the birthday stream, and then the chat-a-thon is very soon after that too, so... not very soon. But yeah, Monday's the Monday stream. That's always an event. Tuesday's my birthday, so that's going to be a special stream. And then the chat-a-thon is on the 30th, so that's not for 2 weeks. So don't worry about that right now. It's 2 weeks from now. But Monday stream, birthday stream is coming soon. So hope to see y'all there. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot to hear about the channel. Comment below. I'm going to go rest my brain. It's like pudding. I'm gonna go eat pudding, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me today, DC United, Anita, Crow, Daniel, Mr. Tazmaster back in the house, spinning around, spitting, and suplexing people through a table. Yoke the Ham, delivering the mail, and what'd you say, Minnesota? Crow was here today, holding me accountable for my sus comments. Anita, DC, Crow, Yoke. Chad, the clipbound. Anita with the gifted went to Needle of Junta. I don't even know what a junta... I don't want to know what a junta is. Junta sounds like another word for camel toe. DC Crow. Trey Bobuff. Lifting weights, becoming the Hulk. He does not need super strength. He wants to fly. Got Yoke, we got Crow, we got DC. Classic EverQuest. Showing support. Thank you, brother. PJ was here. Beg for Mercy was here today. Zig the Kid. Got PJ. I sent out 5 gifted, but you know why that happened? Because DC sent out 5 gifted. So thank DC, not me. And DC with the 10 as well. That's how we got slid in sideways with tidy whities and fireworks today. Fart can. Crow, Trey. Chad with a 2 in there somewhere. Mr. Taz was here. There's Chad with the 2. Trey with the 5, starting it off. Getting the ball rolling. So I think Trey was, I don't know, my chat screwed up, so I'm not going to be able to tell you who was first today. But Trey and Jets and PJ were here pretty early. Top fans. So YouTube determines who is the top fan of the stream, and they say it was DC United with 725 points. That's up there. Trey got second with 375 points, and Crow got third. Got third, Crow. Good job. Maybe Junta is short for Juanita? I don't know. You're the one who gave him a gift. You're the one that gave him a gift. I don't know. Alright, y'all. Let me get rid of this pinned comment, because you guys did it. Unpinned message. Alright, we'll see ya. You're the best. See you Monday. Or you can check out my P99 tomorrow that I hope to do. You know, show it some love. Watch time. I don't even care about liking or commenting. If you want to help, do some watch time. You know how to do it. You don't even have to watch it. I'll see y'all. You're the best. Have a good rest of your weekend. Kick some butt in Guild Wars. I hope you go 5-0. Peace out.